Today I'll be spending the next 100 days in a cave-only world in Minecraft Hardcore. My goal will be creating an awesome cave base that has lots of cool features like farms, rooms, and plenty of decorations. Some things will be harder to obtain, like passive mobs, structures, and food. Since it is a cave and it's always dark, there'll be non-stop monsters trying to defeat me as well. So stay tuned to watch if I'm able to survive and thrive in this cave-only world. I hope you'll enjoy the video. Well, welcome back everybody to another video. Today we're playing in a cave-only world, and I'm honestly pretty excited if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I made a cave-only video like pretty recently, I think maybe like a year ago. I honestly don't remember, but I mean, if you guys don't remember either, I wouldn't be surprised. A year is a very long time, and I'm not very happy with the basic build, right? That's always the thing I say going into these sequels, but you definitely don't have to watch the other one. This one is going to be just as good. I want to explain a couple things off the bat. Just things that the intro may have not covered already. So this is a cave-only world. We're completely underground, but there are structures that generate, I believe, like the height limit. I don't know if we'll go to any, probably not. But we are encased in like this huge capsule of a cave. There's cave biomes. There are normal biomes too. Like there's obviously a jungle right here of some sorts. It's kind of weird, but it allows us to get a bunch of different blocks. The other thing is that mobs can't really spawn without light since it's completely dark, but passive mobs are going to be able to spawn, so we could get cows or sheep or something like that. The other thing that's really interesting is that we're going to have a lot of monsters. I guess they're not spawning around us right now, which is probably good, so we can kind of do the intro for a second without like running away. I think while I continue talking, I'm going to sprint over here and grab some glowberries and get some wood. But basically, this is going to be pretty tough. The main... Oh my gosh, look at all the fish. The main priority, though, is going to be hopefully trying to get... Oh, there's a skeleton. No, we cannot die right now. Oh my gosh. Skeleton, stop it. Okay, wait, we're good. Let me get over here and hide. And let's eat some of our tropical fish. I have had a couple different attempts at this already, so that's why I was kind of overreacting to dying there. I do not want to restart the world again. This is a pretty good seed and spawn that I got. Anyways, we can get into the video. I think the last thing I kind of have to cover is kind of like the elephant in the room. We do have night vision, and obviously having night vision right now would usually be like cheating, but I gave it to myself for a couple of reasons. The first of which being is we're using shaders, and I'm sure I could like change a couple of shader settings and like make it so I can see better, but I mean, I can show you guys at some point in the video, but if I turn my shaders off, it's literally pitch black in here. So it is for a viewing experience. I used it in my nether video recently and nobody cared. I mean, it literally just makes the video look better, and so we can use shaders. Because last time I did this, I used full bright, and I would honestly rather use shaders and have the full bright effect. I mean, this isn't even a full bright effect. There's still like the fog. Oh, there's a skeleton. Anyways, I don't think anyone has a problem with it, but I just kind of want to address it and not just have the night vision visible up there, and then somebody's like confused and like leaves a comment about it. So just wanted to be transparent about the fact that we're spawning in with some night vision in this video. I'm gonna get some stone tools. We probably want to collect some more glowberries before we leave this area too, because I will let you guys in on a little hint. Getting food is going to be very difficult in this world. It doesn't really spawn. I mean, because like I said, it's the mobs need like light, so we're going to have to like make torches at first. It's just like a weird world and situation, honestly. But then I can go ahead and make a stone axe as well in our crafting grid. And then those are probably going to be good enough tools for the time being. I could look for some iron, but I think before getting some better armor, it might be on the list to get some extra food and find a little bit of a better spot to mine. I just have to be careful about finding skeletons and stuff. If we find a couple of iron and melt it, it could be really worth it, because if we just get an iron pickaxe, usually to get diamonds you'd have to go all the way down to a cave, which obviously is kind of takes a while, but we're in a cave world, so we're going to be running by diamonds. So if we get just enough iron for an iron pickaxe, we could just literally immediately start mining diamonds and get like full diamond before day 10, which is obviously going to be the goal for me because we don't want to die, and diamond armor helps with that if you didn't know. Some more glowberries as well. Let me get some of these while I'm right next to them. Glowberries are a very nice block to build with too. We're definitely going to be using them to build, but in the beginning here they're going to be a super useful food source, if not one of the only ones. Because like before, in one of these seeds I was playing when I died, I was going for apples. And you can probably guess about how good that went. I mean, that just was not going to happen. I mean, I'm not going to get apples. Because there's like mobs that just ambush you out of nowhere. It's so bad. So you really have to be prepared and on your toes at all times. And especially if you're naked in hardcore mode. I mean, skeletons 3-hit kill you, I think, right? It's 3 arrows and you're dead. As far as I know, at least. Unless I'm misremembering. I think it's like 4 hearts a hit, so If two skeletons spawn next to each other and two of them hit you, you're one hit away from being dead. So you can really get ambushed. And creepers too, oh my gosh. Creepers just being next to you and exploding are so common as well. I think that almost happened in my previous video a couple times. So let's hope for the best. 20 iron is not bad. I think I might try to make a furnace then with some charcoal, because then that would allow us to melt this iron up and immediately get that diamond armor, like I said, which is going to be helpful to survive. The only thing I need to do that is going to be some logs, which I'm actually out of, unfortunately so. But I could kind of just jump down here if we avoid this skeleton, or zombie, I mean. It's just tough too, because there could be a skeleton at any point around me just coming to try to kill me. So I've got to be very, very careful about where I step and where I go. I think on these two trees are fine, as long as we don't get shot off. Oh, okay, the zombie hit me down. That's kind of the same as getting shot, but that's kind of just a skill issue, more so than bad luck with a skeleton spawning. Oh my gosh, why are so much fish falling? I mean, I'll take it. We have 53 tropical fish now. That will help us a lot through the beginning. This really was a good seed. Oh, wait, there's a skeleton behind me. Okay, well, we wasted some wood, but I had to block myself in because that is just way too dangerous. Maybe we can just mine through the wall and find, like, another part of this cave, because this cave is huge. It never stops. Like, there's no dead ends in this cave world, which is nice, because it's, like, just an infinite cave world. I mean, there are some dead ends, right? But, I mean, like, you're never going to get to a point where you wouldn't be able to navigate around it to get through, if that makes sense. Alright, we have 7 logs, which obviously isn't a lot, but it should be enough to melt up at least a couple pieces of charcoal to get this iron melted. And I just wasted 3 glow berries. Okay. Alright, 1 piece of charcoal. I'm gonna wait for 2 and then take this out. Or I guess we're gonna wait for 3. Oh, never mind. We can put it in now. Let's put the coal there and the iron in. This is just about enough to melt all of the iron, but not every single piece, I think. I mean, with the leftover logs, though, maybe it will be. Then again, we had 20. No, I'm not gonna explain it. We're not gonna have enough. It doesn't matter. We'll have 2 like iron left, which I am completely fine with. Oh my gosh, we placed glow berries by accident again. I cannot be doing that. We need these glow berries very badly. I don't know what I should make first. I'm probably gonna save for that pickaxe, but then after that, I guess just some armor, because we may be getting diamonds soon, but at the same time, I would rather waste iron armor than die when I leave this little cave we're in. And just having like half iron is gonna help a lot with damage, so I'm gonna prioritize that for those reasons. And there we go. We do have our iron pickaxe now. And let me eat my glow berries. We have to face the floor to be able to eat them safely, though. Alright, I got 7 iron ingots, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a pair of pants. And then I guess I'll save up for a chest plate. And then we're gonna be basically out of iron, so then we can leave this little cave. So I'll see you guys when I'm ready to do that. And we finally have enough to make the iron chest plate. So let's go ahead and do that. There it is. I'm just gonna wait for the last piece of iron because why not? And we did need 1 last plank to do it. Fine by me. Like I said, we're not gonna do anything with those 2 pieces, but it does mean we can now leave this cave that we're in. Well, I guess not the cave because the whole world is a cave, but I mean, hiding in that little zone we don't have to do anymore. Oh my gosh, there's so much more fish here. Let's get the last little harvesting of them. Also, if anyone knows why there's so much fish dropping, could you leave it in the comments? I'm low-key curious. I think we would have almost been dead there if we didn't have this armor, so it already saved us a lot. It is already worth it, and it's been 5 seconds since leaving our hole. Alright, well, I did end up finding 3 diamonds here. Oh my gosh, and there's so much iron. Should we get more iron right now, or just kind of forget about it? I don't know, because it is worth it. I guess since we're getting shot at, we can just get it in a different spot later. We're not in a rush. There's literally a skeleton chasing us and shooting us, so I don't mind waiting. If we get a couple more diamonds, I'm also down to just make like a diamond helmet or something, or boots, to just get a little bit more protection in. Especially with this really bad saturation, like taking as little damage as possible is going to be helpful. I do not see another diamond though yet. It's only been a couple seconds though, so I'm not expecting too much. And our food just runs out so quickly. I mean, I guess glow berries and fish have very bad saturation in the first place. And we're low, so obviously that takes it down as well. So it makes sense, it's just still unfortunate. And where are the diamonds? I don't know, honestly. I don't see any. You know, I would think I'd see at least like 1, or I guess I did see 1. It just isn't a good spot that I want to go to, so I can't complain too much. I mean, yeah, there's 1 down there, but that doesn't look very fun to go to either, so I think I'm gonna stay up. I might go around in this little ledge, like right here. There's like a little mine shaft door too, and if we could get like a chest, we could possibly find like some enchantment books or something too, and like apply them with an anvil. Enchanting would be possible. It would just be very difficult since we would need a source of leather, which again, it's not impossible to get one, but I think we'd have to light stuff up and then get cows, which would mean we would need to get the cows to spawn, make a farm. We would need a lot of lighting. I mean, it could definitely be a goal, but it's not going to be a goal that we obtain very soon unless we like hyper focus on it. So I don't want to settle down in a base yet that soon either. Can we let this water down? There's a skeleton trying to shoot me though, you know. I think I might avoid jumping down with the skeleton in a pit. Just go find a different diamond. I don't think that's worth 1 diamond. Putting myself in that much risk. I mean, I'm definitely going higher, which is a little bit scary, but it also might mean we can find some coal easier, which would definitely be helpful to have. It will be good for melting food and especially like iron and stuff instead of having to use charcoal. I also should get some wood if we go near forest again, which it looks like we're coming up on one. Oh my gosh, look at all these zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6th one over here. And then 7 and 8, 9 in that forest. Only zombies though, so I'll take it. Oh wait, 10, 11. I've seen 11 zombies. And 6 of them were in a single pack that are also currently trying to chase me and kill me. Let me get just a couple pieces of wood, please, zombies. That would be very nice of you. Okay, it looks like we have some good space, so I can definitely steal some wood. I don't know how much I'll get. I don't know. We can always come back, right? I don't need that stack of wood, but just as much as the zombies allow me to get without putting myself at too much danger. In too much danger, I should say. Yeah, we're really filling up on wood here now. That is honestly going to be enough for me at this time, I think. That's like, what, 16 blocks probably? 17? Okay. Let's just hide those in our inventory and continue looking for some diamonds. Diamonds and coal are honestly the 2 things I want right now. There's some lapis up there too, which would be helpful. And there's a mine shaft, which, like I said, could have some books, which we could put on with an anvil. Kind of avoiding having to enchant, but still getting better gear, which would definitely be ideal in our scenario here. So I'm going to go through the mine shaft and see if there is a chest, which hopefully there will be, right? I mean, there's usually a couple in these places. I also see some iron that I'm going to mine because it's always nice to have some of that. And I only have like, what? Yeah, 5 iron in my inventory, so could definitely use some extra. Oh yeah, the mine shaft gets bigger over there, so we could go that way too, possibly. I'm going to keep searching this main floor though, because it's the most accessible right now. And I mean, it is also pretty big too, so if there's a chest in here, I think all hope is lost. This goes down, but it also goes across. The only way I can go is down, so that makes things easy. There's a cave spider spawner too, which I definitely don't want to fight. I'm gonna run away from that. And there's a creeper. We let this creeper explode this zombie. Nice, okay. Nothing crazy in the chest. There are some free torches, which could be a little bit helpful, and beetroot seeds too. I mean, that'd be nice if we start a farm. So I'll grab all of that. It's not quite what I'm looking for specifically. I did get the skeleton I was fighting, but we kind of got low, so I think that's a reminder that it might be a good idea to get some more armor right now. We kind of block ourselves a safe space in here. We block some things off, place a furnace, and mount up the rest of our iron. Then we can make just a boots and helmet for now until we upgrade. And yeah, I'm already going through this fish really quickly, so the only thing it basically helped us with is not having to get 3 stacks of glow berries in that forest for a while. Oh wait, is this a new chest? No, that's the one I was already in. I'm gonna explore a little bit while I wait for my stuff to melt. Maybe I should just wait for it, but yeah, I'm a little bit impatient. I haven't seen any coal yet too, so hopefully we can find some of that in a second here. Okay, iron, lapis. We don't actually have any lapis yet. Okay, that spider sees me and they kind of want to kill me, it looks like. I'm gonna go find my furnace, which is right somewhere here. Okay. And with all the new blocks we've gotten, I can go ahead and make the boots and a helmet and 1 more iron and a helmet. We can finally make it. There we go. We're in full iron now. I'm just gonna break my furnace and we can found more iron later. I'm not gonna wait around for it. I can go AFK at some point and leave it on and running to get like a stack melted. Alright, can we go this way now? I mean, there's a lot of mine shaft here, right? But it's just that there's no chests in any of it, which is the main thing I'm kind of looking for in a mine shaft. Oh, there's monsters above us, okay. And we're running into another zombie. I think we should probably just run and leave this because it's getting a little bit too dangerous. We do have full iron, but full iron does not protect you like an insane amount. It just makes it so we don't die in 2 hits. Ooh, there's another diamond over there. I would definitely take a diamond. It looks pretty easy to get, so let's jump on over. If we find easy block to mine too, or like if we make some shears for leaves, because I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty block intensive video, so why don't we actually get some of these? I think that's a good idea. They're very easy block to collect and break and reharvest. Let's just aim for like 2 stacks, I think would be good. 64. And just a couple more and we should be good to go. There we go. We have 2 stacks of oak leaves now. I might just throw the shears out because I don't really want to keep too many random things in my inventory. I don't think it's necessary to have an extra pair of shears. I guess we're going to maybe break the blocks we placed, but whatever, okay? It's fine. I can just use only the leaves. We don't have to re-break them yet. There's plenty of leaves to harvest for the rest of the video when we need them. This is another jungle. I guess if we're already carrying melons, we could grab some more. It could be used as a decoration or like even like a building block if I'm really going for something crazy later. I'm kind of getting boxed into a corner right here. Thankfully, I'm not going to die because there's like only 2 zombies. But it could have been dangerous. I found some iron in this wall. This is why I was over here in the first place. And the terrain just was kind of just at a bad point. It's just closing me in. There's not many places to go at this exact moment. So I kind of have to think, or not think, more so look, which way should I head now? And let's run away from this skeleton. Okay, yeah, so this does lead... Oh, is that a trial chamber? I mean, I don't recognize those blocks. The only thing that comes to mind is a trial chamber. I've actually never done a trial chamber in Minecraft before, so I don't know if we should, like, run in there and do it. I just have a feeling that it could probably go pretty bad. Especially with, like, having a non-real food source. I think that could definitely add to the fact that it might not go very well for me. But I don't know, it could be worth a try. I just don't know how they work at all, so I don't know if it's a good idea. Alright, we broke in the side. That's a good start. And what is everyone doing in here? Hello, guys. Oh, okay, cave spiders. I think that's all I needed to see to not do that right now, but we can take a screenshot for later. Maybe if we get more gear, I would want to do that. Can we also hide in a spot where we can't get shot? So how long is this poison gonna last? Okay, it's gone. It's gonna take us a second to regenerate that even though, so I have to be careful. Let's get this creeper. That's the only thing around us that could be a threat. Oh, okay. Good thing I placed that block. That could have been bad. And I'm almost out of blocks too. Oh wait, no, I'm not almost out of blocks because we got the leaves for that. I don't know how I forgot. It seems like I have to backtrack to find a new little spot to go because behind me, I mean, as far as I can tell, it seems to be blocked in. I think it's time we do something a little bit risky. I don't want to go all the way around, so we're going to jump across this wall and place some blocks. Can we go to a height where I wouldn't die though? Immediately upon falling. I think that would be ideal. There we go. And another diamond. Nice. Let's get that. We're at 7 then if this is only a 1 vein. And it is not a 1 vein. There's at least 2 in here. Let's get the other one. It goes into a water cave, interestingly enough. But I'm not very interested in swimming around water right now, I can't lie. But it's good to know. Well, it's not really good to know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Some more lapis as well. If we do end up enchanting, that's going to be good. It also gives us XP for the same reason. So I'll definitely grab it if it's easy and accessible. I'm going to try find... Ooh, more diamonds. I'm going to try find a more open place to run around. After I get these diamonds, that is. Oh, there's 2 veins too. Nice. We're really stepping up our diamond game. So in the next 10 days, hopefully, because I think we're about to end off this little section. Hopefully we can find, I don't know, maybe full diamond armor. And can I block this off? There we go. The water doesn't go with leaves, I guess. Or maybe it's because I was shifting. I do not know. 13 diamonds total. Let's throw out the fence, rotten flesh, spider eye. Just blocks that we don't really need in general. Because my inventory is already getting full. I think if we want to make a bundle, it's 1 piece of leather and 1 string, which would definitely be possible. Just to help us with our inventory management a little bit. It's just the piece of leather would have to come from getting some cows to spawn in. So we could light up a plains area if we find one. That could be a nice thing to try to do. These bundles help a lot with inventory management. Just because there's so many things in my inventory that I don't really need stacks of. Or they can all be like put into 1 stack. Bundles were a good addition. It might not be a perfect system, but at least it's an early game thing that helps with inventory space. Ooh, can we not do that? Okay. The skeletons are fighting each other, so I'm good now. You know, I guess this is somewhere where cows could spawn, so should we place in some torches and see if we get lucky? I would also have to stay in this area if I do that, so I don't know. Maybe I'll AFK here for a second. I mean, less AFK and more run around and see if we see anything spawn. I also have to start thinking about a better food source, because as you guys can see, we're at 32 fish, and it's barely been any time. So at this rate, we're going to be out of food. I'm actually getting kind of worried about that. we're literally gonna have 0 food to eat. So it might be a smart idea to start collecting any melon we see if we find more jungles. Because obviously that's kind of a similar food source to the pile of fish we were getting infinite amount of. That's not proper English, but you guys get the point. I don't know what that was. That was crazy. Like I said, though, I'll definitely take it. That was just a bunch of free food to start with. I don't know how far we need to be for cows to spawn in, because these are all the torches I have. I have not found coal yet, unfortunately, and we're too low to find any. I mean, we keep killing skeletons too. That's another way, right? We could like fill me or beetroots or some carrots or potatoes if we get some. Oh no, wait. We don't want to take damage. Just making us lose even more food. But like skeletons are really accessible. It's only the bad part about skeletons is that if we get hit, obviously we're losing food. So it might kind of even itself out to the rate where if we get hit enough times, we're not even making profit profit off the food. Does that make sense? Yeah. So all I'm saying is we gotta be careful. We just can't get hit too many times by skeletons. Okay, well, there's a mineshaft up there that I could go to if I wanted to, but it's on fire. So I don't think that's gonna be a good idea. But there are more diamonds as well that I can get either way. So I'm going to start by doing that. And then I just search a little bit more. I guess I'm just really looking for open terrain. Maybe starting to find a place where we could build our base. We could find a spot early maybe and just start building something. I don't know. I don't really have any like concrete plan, but the longer we have to build, the better it will be. That's all I know. Our food situation is also getting more and more dire as time goes on. And there's zombies above me, but that's okay. I'll just use a leaf. We can mine all these diamonds. Then if we just run away... Okay, nice. I actually avoided getting hit, which is a good bonus. How many diamonds do we have? 23? That's almost enough for full diamond, so... Again, I'll definitely take it. As for the food... I guess we can keep trying to get skeletons and stuff. But try my absolute best to dodge arrows. I think it would help if we make a better axe. Why don't we just right off the bat do something like that? A diamond axe is going to be super helpful. And why don't we make like, I don't know, diamond leggings or something just to slowly start upgrading. Because if we take less damage, it's also going to help with food. So, you know, with that logic though, let's actually just go ahead and make a chest plate too. And then can we get a pickaxe? Let's throw out our other 2 picks. We can keep making diamond ones. It'll be easy to get them. We could actually just upgrade to a diamond shovel as well, because why not? Hey, we're looking pretty stacked. Half diamond and a full set of the important diamond tools. I guess my main goal is, because I didn't find, what is it called? Any leather back there. So that means we could not get a bundle. So that's going to be one of my main goals I kind of want to focus on, is if we can get a bundle or not. So that'll help us sort our inventory, of course, like I said. There's a mine shaft. I don't think there's leather in mine shafts, but we could also find like a stronghold or something, right? I mean, if we find a stronghold, that should have looks in it. We could go to the nether too. I don't know if I want to limit myself to not going to the nether. I don't know if I will yet, but I only do it if I like feel like I really need to. For now, we're good. And this mine shaft seems like a complete dead end. That's the weird thing about this cave world too, is the mine shafts generate so weirdly. Oh, that 2 skeletons. Oh, why do you shoot me? Come on. Oh no. That couldn't have been any worse for health. I lost so much right there. Back to glow berries. And I lost my train of thought. I forget what I was talking about. I just stuttered as well. I don't know. It was something important, but not important enough to remember. I guess we could eat rotten flesh. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea, actually. Let's eat the other piece and see if we can skip the hunger. Oh no, reset the hunger, okay. Okay, there's glowberries around me. I think we're gonna take a break and get those, because it's like the best option we have for food. There's also spiders chasing me, which is not good. And some diamonds. Okay, I'll take that for sure. How many is this? It seems like 5 or something. I don't know. It was a good amount. 11. I'll take it. And I'm gonna go through here and get as many glowberries as I possibly can, just to have, I mean, hopefully food for the video, but this isn't gonna last me very long is the sad thing about it. So we'll have to continue collecting. And we'll have to find a good way to get like infinite food or a permanent food source. I have not thought of anything yet, but maybe there's something I'm missing that I will think about soon. And wow, breaking these glowberries is hard. I'm even taking some fall damage now. This is a whole chore. Oh, there's a lot over here. There's like 6 in this little corner we can get pretty easily. Alright, let's go around and pick them up now. What are we sitting at? 17, 18. Oh, I'm honestly running out of glowberries already. I'm at 49. Something else I ran out of was actually the leaves I've been using to stack with. So I've got to melt some iron for some more shears so I can get some more. which definitely won't take too long at all. Just gotta wait a second. How do we get normal coal too? What the heck? I don't know. That's suspicious. I don't remember even mining a patch of coal this entire video. Did they like remove charcoal from the game or something? I don't know. Did they? They could have. And there we go. Shears. I also just realized I did not need to place a crafting table to do that, but whatever. Let me get some oak leaves. Those are the ones that will fit right into my inventory. And there we go. Back up to a stack is going to be good enough for now. Or close enough to it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I guess if there's 2 trees right here, we can try to get 2 stacks. Just like before. Because that lasts me a pretty good while. Having 2 of them in my inventory. And there's a creeper behind me. Okay, I actually managed to dodge the explosion. I am kind of low on food once again. I mean, I was kind of getting tired by some skeletons a while a second ago, so they kind of took away all of my hunger too, so that didn't help. But I'm gonna get some more glow berries. I'm going through them so quickly. And honestly, there's not even that much in this cave area too, so that stinks. I mean, there's a couple, but this definitely isn't the easiest cave to get them in, so maybe I'll just keep moving. 23 should be enough to hold me over to the next patch. There's another patch up here though, so maybe these will be easier to get. Let me go look. We'll also manage to get up to 15 bones, which if we do need to end up, you know, emergency bone meal and some crops or some glow berries, that's gonna help. But I want to keep them as long as possible because, I mean, bone meal and glow berries would be kind of a waste, honestly. So hopefully we can save it for like carrots or like potatoes or just a better food source in general, honestly. Oh, there's 3 more skeletons too right here. Maybe we can get them low. Well, the last fight I took 0 hits, and then since I was trying to shoot them and do some new strategy, I took like 3, so I definitely it's probably just worth it to kill them normally. The bow was not working in my favor. Okay, 1 more skeleton above me. Oh, I was trying to I'm gonna get hit again. Wow, I've gotten hit a lot this fight. I'm just kind of accepting it at this rate. Oh, again. It actually got me really low. I'm at 3.5 hearts. I need to find another cave with some more glow berries or some sort of food source. Those skeletons look really nice down there. Oh my gosh, one of them already sees me. Can I get a golden apple? I can. Let me eat it and then go down here. Oh, ouch. It almost hit me off the cliff. And then we were at 15 bones and now we're at 18. Okay. Not that bad. There's some more glow berries in front of us too, so hopefully these are a little bit easier to get. And some diamonds to the right. I could get those as well if I wanted to. I have enough diamonds to make boots and a helmet, but I don't know, should I? I guess why not? It'll help me with my hunger, which is one of the main things we're struggling with at the moment. So doing anything I can to help that is going to be worth it, I would assume. And honestly, I don't know. These glow berries look hard to get. Oh, there's an easy patch up here though. There's so much near the ceiling. Okay, they're above lava. Well, I didn't know that part. Could I make a bucket though? I guess we could. We just have to melt iron first so we can make the bucket. Okay, there's a lot of glow berries in this area. I could actually also... Never mind. I was going to say I could just move the water by breaking blocks, but that did not work very well for me. While my iron is melting, I could go harvest the diamonds I wanted to get over here, because I don't really have much else to do. Alright, I do have enough iron now for the bucket. So let's get that and then place it on all this water or lava. I can kind of run through and get a couple more glow berries that I wouldn't normally be able to get. Well, there's actually a really big patch of a bunch of apricorns here that I can get. Or not apricorns, oh my gosh. I've been playing too much Pokemon. But glow berries is what I was thinking of saying. There you go. They're just so close to the ground. There's like so many in this dense area. So there we go. We're almost up to a stack. I'm gonna get as many as I can too. There's also some iron. I mean, that wouldn't hurt to get, especially if we want to end up trying for an anvil to get some free anvil enchantments with books we find. We haven't even found a book yet. I'm just hoping that we do. Oh, okay. I thought the zombie was a couple more blocks away, but looks like he already made his way to me. And I might as well get the lapis till we have a stack. If we're already carrying some of it, doesn't make sense to leave it. There's skeletons here, and they give me poison when they shoot me. Oh, I've got to run away. Wait, but those could be worth fighting for. There's so many of them for bones. I need to regenerate a little bit though before I go in there. Or lure them away, maybe. Oh, I have to dodge a little bit. Wait, how did I get hit? I'm gonna die if I don't leave. You gotta hide a little bit. Okay, I think they lost me mainly. But either way... Oh, I need to regenerate. Oh no, okay, yeah, we have to go underground. Like one more hit and it could have killed me. I was just being a little bit too risky, I guess. So let me empty my inventory out while I hide down here. So we're gonna need to eat for a second. No! I just wasted like 3 glowberries. So easy to place them by accident. Just for you guys to know, I also just placed 2 more by accident. I just can't help myself. So we've wasted already a bunch. And I'm still not even half hunger, or half health. So we're gonna need to eat a lot more. Okay, I think I'm pretty good health now to be able to like at least step out and go a different direction. Oh, there's some easy to grab glowberries right here too. I can't remember how I got leather the last video, or maybe I gotta go rewatch my own video. Because I feel like I had an enchantment table like fully leveled, like level 30 enchantments. But I cannot remember quite the exact way I accomplished that. Okay, I mean 57 glowberries, that's not bad. 58, 59, and we're gonna have to eat like 3 more to even be full health. There's a lot more in this area too, so... Oh, but do I want to follow the way the glowberries go? I guess this is pretty open. I'm gonna start looking, probably starting now for a spot for a base. So I'm gonna stop and look at cliffs and see if any of this ends up looking nice. I'll either build here now or note it down to build at later. I just have to find the perfect spot. So the journey to finding a place to build begins. Because once we settle down, we could always explore after that too. Because inevitably, obviously, we cannot hold everything we will build with in our inventory. We just don't have enough spaces, especially without the bundle. And I just can't find leather for whatever reason. There's another diamond vein here, so let me grab these. And how many diamonds do we have in total? 16 in the full armor and tools. That is a nice amount, I think. There's also a bunch of blue flowers right here. I'm gonna grab all of these. Because these could be a very nice decoration to put in near the base later, or it's just maybe in like a flower pot or something, I don't know. There's lots of clay in these caves because of the... Lich caves generate with clay blocks. So you can get it pretty easily. Maybe we'll build like a brick house. What about like I survived 100 days in the 3 piggies' houses, and I build like the straw hut, just like the 3 houses that the pigs built. Do you guys think that would give views? I almost want to do that. Like I would low-key be down, but I think no one would click on that. Or I guess I could do something clever, like I survived 100 days in a fairy tale or something. But then the thumbnail, I don't know if people would be able to easily tell if I have like 3 houses. Is that the pigs? I guess I could put a bunch of pigs around it too. You guys, that might be, maybe I'll have to think about it. It might be coming out. That would be pretty funny, I think. It's just like the dumbest idea ever. That's the type of ideas I need to be posting though. And we're honestly just like in this like this huge gravel pit area, which I'm not necessarily upset about, but at the same time, there's not really anything in here. Oh, 3 skeletons, and look at those creepers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 1 pack. Can we kill the skeletons before the creepers get to us? That is the real question. 2 of them are fighting, so we gotta be really careful about these creepers. Yeah, because they can explode each other and then explode one closer sometimes. Then you have like 2 of them exploding on you. Okay, let's grab the loot before the lava goes down. Did I get any bones from that? I feel like I didn't get a single bone drop. We have 24, so definitely more from when I last checked, but I don't know if it was from those guys. Yeah, no, that was a technique. I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. 2 more veins of diamonds right here, so I'll definitely take those 2 right now. And I'm gonna continue searching, like I said, for that spot to build a base, so... After these diamonds. Oh my gosh, there's lava falling. I don't think we're gonna pick any of them up. Okay, we didn't. There's actually another big pack of skeletons, and I kind of want to try to kill them. I'm gonna see if some of them will shoot each other. Ooh, I just don't want to take as much... Okay, I'm just taking so many hits still. Let's just go with my axe. This guy's the most annoying, though, to begin with. Oh, okay. Why did the skeletons stop fighting each other? You guys are not supposed to be shooting me. And they're just teaming up now. The zombies are just coming for me, even though the skeletons are shooting them. Okay, no, now they're not. Okay, there's one. Oh, the zombies got one and they didn't drop a bone. There's 1 more bone, or 2 bones on the ground. Nice. 29 total. And I guess that's it. I'm gonna keep trying to leave this area then. I just couldn't resist the skeletons at first. The bones are gonna be so handy, I promise. Just wait. Bones are just useful. Especially if we're not going to the nether to get bone blocks, then this is such an easy way to get them. And, I mean, usually I don't use them on food, right? But in this video, it might actually be a pretty good use case for them. So we're gonna need them for multiple kinds of things. And when we settle down, I guess we could just make a normal farm and the food problem is kind of solved. But for now, it's gonna be extra tricky. I need to find another forest because I'm out of blocks. I guess I'm hoping this leads to something, but I feel like it might also be A dead end for now. Yeah, this doesn't lead anywhere. I think I'm gonna backtrack a little bit, because that would be easier than like mining through a wall. Well, on the bright side, I did actually find some planes now, which hopefully will help us find a couple of new blocks we've been kind of needing. Seriously, did that actually hit me? That was not fair. Oh my gosh, why did I jump in a pit? We're okay for now, but I don't know if that's gonna last very long. Oh, let me out, please. Why are the spiders attacking me? I didn't even hit you guys. There's 3 of them. Oh my gosh, I'm just leaving. I'm not killing spiders. I do kind of want those bones though. I'm not gonna lie. So I will attempt to bow the skeleton. 4 hits. Ooh, and he dropped more than 2, at least 2. 2 plus, I should say. And goodbye, spiders. Okay, yeah, there's 4 spiders following me now. 4 string is enough for me. Guess we could make a bed, but sleeping is not going to do anything in a cave. So, I mean, I don't think that's going to be much help. I mean, there is a taiga biome right here, which is good news, I would say, because I probably want to build with spruce because it's my favorite wood and it looks the best. So I could probably get some spruce saplings to take to my new base. So let's just start mining some of this. So I can kind of prepare for that, since I don't have much else to do. I actually have a lot to do. I'm running around though. I guess the #1 goal right now then is to find a place to build the base. I just have to look for a nice mountain, which I've not been finding. Because everything I find is not looking up to my quality standards, so I'm still on the hunt for sure. I probably will be good with like 8 saplings, but like 12 also wouldn't hurt if I could get 12. That's better. Or up to like 16 even is perfect. I'm not gonna like stay here purposely though if I just can't get enough. So if we get 8 in the saplings, we're just getting a lot more sparse. We can leave with 8. I kind of feel like I want to make like a big open window like I did with my last cave only base. It's kind of just gonna be like in the mountain there's a window. Kind of similar to like my mountain and cliff videos. But then I think it would also be nice to have like an open non-window section with like fence looking out, like chests, so like you can kind of see the base from the outside and it's open, if that makes sense. Other than that, those are the only ideas I have at the moment. Who knows if I'll end up following either of them though, because things do change and that's only a plan. 8 saplings, alright, so that is... Oh no, we had 7, now we have 8, sorry. So can we get up to 12 easily? I think if we cut down this tree, 2 more trees will decay. So let's get this one out of the way as 2 and see if we can get more lucky. Alright, 12 saplings, so I'm pretty much good to go now. We're at 36 bones, which is also really good. So if I wasn't already trying before, I'm going to lock it in and try even harder to find a spot to build my house. Why is there a creeper behind me? Also up to 30 diamonds now. Doesn't hurt to have extra of those. But if I had over a stack, I probably would stop. I don't want to carry 2 stacks of diamonds. I think that would be quite the waste of inventory room. There's some pods and stuff around this area, but I don't think I'm going to use podzol, to be honest. So we can just skip over all this. Ooh, some glow berries. I was getting low on food, so, you know, I will get some. I also need to find more oak leaves so I can build with some leaves again. I just prefer to use oak leaves, but I guess we could actually get a stack of these too, just before we have something to build up with. Okay, how much do we have? Like 40, 48. Okay, I'll take that. That's a good amount of blocks to get around for the time being. Do we have iron to make another pair of shears? We do. There's also a creeper that really wants to kill me. Oh my gosh. Oh, there was 2. Where did the... Like, that's what I'm talking about earlier in this video. I'm saying, like, creepers just sneak up on you out of nowhere. I almost died like that a couple times in my other video. And by almost, I just mean like I was pretty close to a creeper and didn't even see it. I don't remember getting low or anything though. But I mean, I probably did. It was like a year ago. Okay, I don't really remember what happened. We only have 17 glowberries after all of those. Okay, we need to fix this food situation. That's the second priority because we kind of need a base to fix the food. We have seeds on us though. We can keep those. When we do find the spot, we can plant them down and get wheat. Bread is a better food source than glowberries, but still pretty low on the food chain in the first place, I would think. Or not even think, I'm pretty confident saying that. Bread is a pretty bad food, but it's not that bad. It's still better than like mushroom stew, and we were living on that in our previous video. Assuming that video came out before this one, who knows what kind of things I'm doing with my upload schedule nowadays. Alright, I'm up to 43 glow bears. We're back in the game a little bit. And I think I can actually get up to like a stack if I keep running around, because there's a couple hanging pretty low here. And look, there's actually some right here too. 1, 2, 3, like 5 easy ones to get. 55, that's good enough, honestly. I'm just gonna leave and continue looking for that spot to build a house, which will hopefully be soon. Where is our skeleton? Where am I getting shot from? Like, actually, wait. I was just gonna leave, but now I need to investigate. Like, where is that guy? He's out down there. Are you serious? That's so stupid. Do we have a power bow? Wait, I just saw one in our inventory. Am I stuck? We do have a power bow. I'm getting outbowed by a skeleton right now. Oh my gosh, I'm getting destroyed. I think we should dodge an arrow first. Alright, well, we defeated the skeleton. It must like saw us when we jumped over him and then the arrow like missed us but like flew overhead. That's literally the average skeleton experience in Minecraft. Can we make more shears? Yes, we can. Because I only have 13 blocks, so I'm going to be looking out for a forest now too, which shouldn't be too difficult to find. If there's more low-hanging glowbears, I'm going to get those as well. You can never have enough food at the beginning, especially the beginning. And double especially when the challenge is in a world where food is already hard to get. I mean, even the glowbears, there's a lot of them, but you gotta like stack up. Some of these are pretty hard to get up to in the first place. Oh, we have a stack, okay. Do we want to go over a stack? Not really, honestly, but we'll eat down to under a stack in no time. I just throw out like some dirt. I don't really care about that. And it looks like we're kind of in like a deep, not deep slate, what is it called? A dripstone cave, which isn't bad, but for a base, I do not want to build my base in a dripstone cave. No offense, though. It just doesn't really have the aesthetic appeal I'm looking for. There's a skeleton running. Oh, no, he's not running towards me, okay. He didn't see me. Just gotta sneak on by then. Ooh, a mine shaft again. I feel like the mine shaft is gonna be too hard to get to, especially without having any blocks. But there is a dark oak forest right here, which will be a wonderful source of blocks, so we can go get them here. Just gotta sacrifice taking some damage for it. And thinking of fall damage, we could probably have our water bucket in our hotbar and just avoid taking some of the fall damage to begin with. Do I have room for 2 stacks of blocks? Not right now, but we could definitely make room. I could even maybe get 3. Should I get 3 stacks right now? I mean, I've been running out quickly. We don't need gunpowder, so let's just throw that out. And there we go. We might have to break our shears for this, which is also probably a good thing so we don't have an extra inventory slot being taken up by shears. That also means we can carry 4 stacks though if we don't have shears anymore. We just run around and break everything we already, or not break, but pick up everything we already broke. Alright, looks like we got to 27 extra, which I'm not complaining about. And I wish we put in our inventory slot now that it's open. I guess a single extra glowberry. Oh wait, all these glowberries are hanging low too. Maybe we should get some more extra. Okay, I'll do it, fine. I ended up getting 27 extra glowberries, which I will definitely take. Not too bad at all. But I don't know what to go next. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna keep looking for where I'm gonna build my base. That is even more of a priority now than it was before. So I might not record as much until I do find it. But when something exciting does happen, you guys will definitely see it. Another skeleton. I don't think killing a skeleton is very exciting, so... Well, I mean, I've looked around for a little bit of time. Also, the light is messed up right there. There's not actually a hole, but it looks pretty cool shining in. I don't know why the world generation does that. But I mean, this looks like a pretty cool spot. Like, that would be the right corner. We build among this. There's a little spot above the top we could build a house. I think this could work pretty well. It's just the only thing is we need to get over there to start, which hopefully won't be too difficult. We can also take care of some of these creepers. I've never really done any progress in my food situation either. But this could be a nice spot to like chop stuff down. So if we actually just place the leaves all the way across, we could use this as a bridge that will connect just this whole area that we can use for like maintenance and stuff, cutting down trees. Honestly, I don't know what else you'd use it for, but just stuff like that, important stuff that we need land for. And we should probably light some of it up too at some point, but for now, that is not my priority. It is just getting the bridge built and going up to where we're going to build our base and getting something started. Now, I guess it is my goal to an extent though, because we need to plant the like spruce where we can start getting the wood to use on our base. So we can swim right up here. Oops. And then I could probably start getting some outlines with the leaves I do have left still. Yeah, I mean, we're probably not gonna go lower than the lowest block. Like, let's go 2 above the lowest and start with a little leaf scaffold we can walk on. And then we can bring this all the way across and start to place something here. I'm not sure what we're going to do exactly yet. I'm sure we're going to terraform it a little bit to make it more smooth, because we can't have it be like this rugged. Is that the right word? I have no idea. But these leaves will be really easy to break, so it's a great block to use for scaffolding as well, in my opinion. I mean, these random grass blocks are probably fine. We can mine one of them out. I don't know how we make this more like flat. That's a pretty difficult ask, honestly. We could build something here because it was just naturally flat. That would be an easy place to start. You can just place some of this gravel and mine that out too. Let's get our leaves refilled again. We have 40 left. Then for some of this, if we make a staircase, we can start breaking some grass here. I mean, I don't want to break too much stuff, but we need a spot to build some sort of outline. Like, we can start one right here. Like, I wonder how this would look if there's a little window. I'm just going to do the very stereotypical, for lack of a better word, design where it's like the little cylinder window. I don't know the actual shape's name. If you guys know the shape's name, leave a comment. And then we can just go down with it. This is actually that high. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is smaller than I would usually make it. I guess this really is just like a little window to look out of, which is cool. So I wouldn't have done that otherwise, but we just don't have enough space to do anything else. So we kind of have to make it a little window. Okay, there we go. And then got to connect them up. This goes here. One block goes up there, I think. Yeah, okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 once again. And then that is like the first somewhat of a structure that we have. I think I'm going to melt my blocks or my iron so we can make more shears. And then if we also make a better way to get here, that'd be useful too. Like a dedicated water elevator could be good. Just not sure where we could make that. So we don't want to be like an ugly little cobblestone tunnel in the picture of the thumbnail, right? That's not going to look good. I don't know. Something like right here would be fine, I think. And we could always remove it. I can start building this. We have not enough blocks at all. So we have a lot of maintenance to do. Let me go place my furnace at this other area. Or you know what? Let's make like a secondary camp right here, next to where the water elevator will be. And then we really need to light some stuff up, or we don't get surprise attacked by some creepers. So let me just go through here and place just a couple on these ledges. So when we leave and come back, there's not going to be something waiting for us. All right. That is a good start. We don't have too many torches left, so we got to be careful about how we use these. Oh yeah, and see, monsters can walk up this cliff to get to us. So let's block that off to avoid that happening. Okay. Then if we go around the back just a little bit, we can place a couple more torches. That should stop most of the threats. Then we will need to make some more charcoal. And we need to mine cobblestone from somewhere. I don't know where that's going to be. I guess we can make a little staircase to get down out of gravel right here. Oh my gosh, this creeper is suffocating because he went under my gravel. What are you doing, creeper? Well, we're out of gravel. And the creeper did survive. Let's see if we can shoot him. Okay, the creeper's gone. 3 charcoal. So I guess we can get charcoal. I just found coal at some point. I forgot. How did I forget? Or did I find it in like a minecart chest? I don't know. It doesn't matter. You also place like one more here and one more here. And maybe a little bit actually on the other side of this water. Just to make it as safe as we can without spamming too many torches. We are going to be living here after all. Alright, that's good enough to me. I'm going to go plant my spruce now that we have... Wait, no, we don't have... I used all my charcoal too. Okay, never mind. 1 second. I have a little bit more work I need to do. I think using planks actually goes further with the melting. Somebody in my comments told me. Because I guess it's the same. 1 log is the same as 1 plank. Maybe that's an old version. I don't know. Somebody told me that, I think. So I'm going to try to take that advice. The only thing I need to do before I go plant some spruce trees over there is actually just get shears so I can get some more leaf blocks. But other than that, I'm pretty good to go. Hopefully we can explore still a bit. Like there's a mine shaft over there I didn't look through. We might be able to find some books in there. Something like efficiency 4 will really help, or like our mining speed. But then again, we don't need it to, so if we don't get it, we don't get it. And here's our last log. We're gonna have 5 charcoal, which is more than enough to melt 16 iron. Alright, I do have the iron now. Let's go over to that other spot. It's kind of hard to get back from, that's why I was waiting a little bit. Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creepers. Well, that sucks. Maybe we should go somewhere else then. I mean, I can't help but think if this spot is just going to be safer than over there. It's still pretty dangerous. I think the main thing is we just need coal and to light this area up. But it is closer, so we could use this instead, honestly. I'll have to get some of these birch trees chopped down. I guess if we can't find coal, I could just mine those and melt them into charcoal too, though. I could just work with what I have. Alright, fine. I'll do it. Oh wait, no, there's coal above me though, but that will take blocks to get. I still think it's easier to get blocks and get the coal above me though than to mine a bunch of birch trees and melt it. That takes time, and then you need something to melt it with. Then again, you can use the birch to melt the birch though, because you would be getting charcoal. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Don't focus on the specifics. 8 more torches, that's definitely not gonna be enough. How is there only a 3 vein of coal right there? That's just not fair. I also need to remember to make a farm as soon as possible. Hopefully we can find a spot to do that, because I mean, you guys already know the situation. The food is not looking too good. 24 glowberries left. We're done exploring, so we're done getting infinite amounts of them for free without much effort. So we really are on like a taking time bomb here. I think cutting down these birch trees would be beneficial to clear up the space here for y'all chopping trees either way. So I'm gonna do that. And we could melt them for a little bit of charcoal too if we need to. Okay, iron sword zombie. Thankfully he did not hit me. That would have hurt. And I placed some dirt right here to kind of make it more flat. I'm just waiting on these to decay then. I think we have 2 more then. All of these leaves should be free to decay. Let me check though. Actually, it might be these 3. Oh, and that's a tall tree. Okay. I think I'll just leave it floating there for now. I can't leave it floating there. I gotta go break it. Luckily, it isn't that hard because I can just jump on the leaves like you guys saw. And then you also saw me fall. Okay, I cannot do this jump for some reason. And the leaf disappeared. I'm getting unlucky. But either way, it's all broken now. So we should be able to light this place up with some torches. We only have 8, so we gotta be smart. Let's get the outskirts first. I would think that would be better. Okay, we're already out. I barely lit up anything. Let me go back to my furnace and put in some of this birch wood. My 14 iron is done melting. We still have 3 charcoal in here, so I'll put in that wood to melt. We'll use the 1 piece of coal to make 4 more torches. Then we can go over there and plant them. Well, not plant, but place. That's the word I was looking for. And there we go. More of the outskirts are definitely lit up now. If we get some extra dirt, I think we could make the size a little bit wider so we have more space to plant the tree onto. I don't know how much we need. Probably not too much. And there's a spider chasing me. Why wouldn't there be? Where did this guy even come from though? And with the first piece of dirt, we can fill in this little 4 block hole. We can do this one as well. And then we can kind of just polish up the corners here to have as much space. Oh, okay, we're already out of dirt. That stinks. This is like the main part I want to place more into, because it can go way more right here. We can break all of these for extra seeds when we do end up making a little wheat farm. These will be super helpful in making the farm grow as quickly as possible. How many do we have now? 30 seeds. I mean, not crazy, but that's also not bad at all. And 52 more dirt. Definitely won't be enough to finish it, but it should be enough to at least bring this out a little bit. And then plant some saplings. I want to keep like 4 dirt though, because I was going to plant the saplings up a block to try to make them grow a little bit easier. So yeah, there we go, 8. We want to keep those now. 1 tree can go right here. And I guess actually the ceiling is blocked. I probably should have checked that before I picked this area. A little bit of a mistake on my part there. But thankfully I think we should be able to fix it if we just plant 1 tree right here for now. Oops, I do not want to place that there. Then 1, 2, 3. Those blocks can be a tree, and then if we go kind of the opposite corner right here, we can plant another spruce tree. And then both of these should be able to grow. You can break the trees around them too, and plants for they can hopefully grow a little bit easier. I guess now that I'm waiting for those 2 trees to grow, we could actually bone meal them, but I kind of need more dirt anyway. And we should have some charcoal ready to plant some more torches around here, so I'm gonna check and do those 2 things first before I bone meal any trees. And then there we go, we have over a stack of torches now. So I should be able to run around and light everything up. I'm gonna place them as sparsely as I possibly can. I think that should keep mobs away. And now I'm off to mine some dirt. I might actually light up this back corner a little bit more. Okay, yeah, it looks like I actually already did as much as I needed to. I guess there's some stuff down here I could light up, because why not? It's not really visible anywhere. It's just a spot for monsters to spawn in. So we could go through here with just a couple and kind of prevent monsters from spawning in some certain spots back here to make it a little bit easier on us. I'm officially down to 2 glowberries left though, so if there wasn't already a rush to make a farm, now there definitely is. Up 1 glowberry left. I jumped once and I lost another bar of hunger. That's about as good as the glowberries are. 1 second per hunger bar. When I think about good spots for a farm, my head immediately jumps to this area right over here. So we're gonna see if we can do anything to it. I'm trying to place a block in this bottom thing. I just don't think I can reach it. But we can reach it from there. There we go. And perfect. That's what I was trying to do. If we could just scaffold a little bit over here, my plan would kind of be to have a farm that comes out in these blocks. So something like, oh man, I don't know, like right here maybe? And I guess it could come out a couple of blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wide would be pretty okay. Yep, it is 7 wide. I just double checked. Then I guess we could just have something like this, right? I just don't know if that would make sense because the obvious flaw is that, what is the word? Oh, you know, it's not really supported by anything, but I feel like we could get away with it, especially if we do something like this. Would be my idea. We get some stairs and then on these very corners, we connect them like this, like that. So it's kind of like holding them up as well from here. I don't know if that's necessary if the build is pretty thin, but if it makes it look better, then I'm all for it. We also have to place this block, which is a pretty weird placement, so we gotta do water and place like 2 blocks below it, but there we go, it's done. And I can go up once again and do the little stair design I was thinking of doing. They are on different blocks too, so I wonder, is that weird? We could probably do this though, right? Yeah. And I hope that looks like it's being held up. I don't know, I can check. And then that would give us some good room here to be able to plant some stuff. And then this could be mined out. We could keep the rest of the shape because I think the shape is probably doing us a favor rather than hurting us at all. I would assume so at least. I don't know what we should do with this block though. Maybe we should do that so it kind of looks like it's in the wall a bit. Or we could place some extra stone there too. That could also be the better route to go down. I don't know right now. We're gonna eat our last goldberry too, so. And I need more dirt. So let me check how this looks and get some dirt. And if it looks good, we can plant a couple pieces of wheat there. It's not gonna be that many though. Should I make more coal? I don't know. I think we're good. I need dirt. I need wood. This is getting tricky. Can we make a... Actually, yeah, let's use our extra birch wood we have to make a chest. Maybe a crafting table here. Let's craft 2 more craft tables so we have them on us for when we need them too. Just thinking ahead a bit. And then a chest should just be... There we go. We put just some like farming supplies, diamonds. I don't know, just things that we don't need this second. Be a great thing to put in here. And I think I did a good job of that. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I want to put in this bow. We do not need our normal bow at the moment. Let me see if I can build me this in the first place. I have particles off, unfortunately, for the night vision doesn't show up, so you couldn't see me build mealing it, but we did grow within 6 build meal, which I think is worth it. Let me cut this down, then I'll mine the dirt. So I need wood just as much as I need dirt, honestly, so we can continue building that platform. I think I want to build it a little bit bigger, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Okay, the tree is chopped down. I can wait for the leaves to decay. Now make sure to pick up the saplings if I don't forget, which I can't really forget because we really need the saplings back. I'm gonna need to go find another biome and get more. Because we only had 12 total, so there is a little bit of room for error in losing them. Some saplings. I guess we're down to eating our melon, which I want to keep as much as possible of, so we could grow it. Oh, I did not mean to get hit by that. Maybe we can eat rotten flesh if we get enough. I mean, our farm should be done pretty soon. And it looks like we have plenty of saplings waiting for us here. We're back up to 8 if we get 1 more. And there's actually more than 1 on the ground, okay. Yeah, we're at 12. Let me just replant the 4 right here. Can the trees grow by themselves in this really dark cave? I don't know. I guess that's why we wanted to use these blocks, pit it up a block, and then pit torches all around. So if it does need some light level, that should be the light level that it needs. And then we could kind of do the same thing with this one. I needed to expand this platform anyway. And this door was actually for the farm, but I think using some of it to help our trees is going to be more than worth it. Okay, did I drop something? Yes, I did. I thought I did. I don't want to lose my saplings. And then we can build this a tiny bit bigger as well. There we go, just on both of these corners. And there we go. You can kind of loop around the back. And then I'm good to go. Hopefully make some more progress on my farm with the wood that we do have. Oh, we need the torches as well, though. That's going to be so tough. We need to make like a design where we can hang the torches and it will make the whole thing light enough to grow. Yeah, I mean, this is just going to be a tough farm to put right here. I think I'm going the opposite way that I'm supposed to be going to. Yeah, I'm supposed to go up. I think it would be cool to expand this into like a full waterfall on the side, but I'm not going to do that right now because we have more important goals. Oh, I should have got leaves too. I don't have any on me. So we're going to use some of the dirt to scaffold. I'm going to place some dirt in and just assume I'm going to make the farm. Then if all of that is placed in here, I'm trying to think. We move it up a block, which is what I was thinking of doing. What would that look like? I guess I just have to actually swap all of it to be able to see, which is a little bit unfortunate. I could also remember to go get all the blocks that fall in though. We shouldn't lose too much stuff that we had. Get one more water bucket, a piece of dirt. Then this side is also ready to have the piece of wood placed on. Then all these stairs can be broken and moved up one block. And then let's just do like one side. Can I just, so I can get an idea of what it's gonna look like. Then let's just leave it there for now. Because I had another idea that would be kind of cool if we had like slabs going over like this, connecting the beams. We could actually use it to put lanterns on to try to light up the whole farm up here, which I think would actually work really well. So let me finish this. That will connect to that one. And there we go. That's the idea. Let me see it if I executed it well though, or if it looks bad. I would say my only gripe is honestly like I feel like if we move it forward one more block and keep the stairs where they are, it might give off a better effect of like the depth, if that makes any sense. So let me just do that really quickly. And it also gives us a little bit more room to grow crops on. The only downside is that the slabs might not reach far enough to light this up. But if that happens, I guess we could break it all and redo it one more time. I don't know. But we're just a couple more blocks away from being done and being able to put some plants on here. Hopefully, at least. That is the goal. Then this whole layer will be dirt as well. Then, like I said, one more water block. And the outline of the farm right here should be done now. We just have to make a hoe, which we could probably just make an iron one. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. Then I can go through here and get all of these. Oh, you know what? We actually need torches and stuff first, though, because that stuff isn't lit up. We probably want to get the blocks we dropped, so let's go down this way and collect all of our stuff, too, first. I'm gonna wait on eating melons, because I could probably bone meal like 3 wheat and just eat a couple bread to kind of hold myself off even longer. Well, I guess I don't have any... Oh, no, I have to do torches. Okay, I thought I was out of torches. I literally have them in my hand. Never mind, then. Let me make, like, 4 lanterns. That should be enough to at least test with, and obviously we can always make more. We should be good on wood too. It looks like our tree is also grown over there, so we can chop that down in just a minute. Then what else did I need? I need like one more thing, but I honestly forgot what it was. I don't know. If I can't remember... Oh yeah, the seeds. I was about to say if I can't remember, it must not be that important. I don't think that's a good way to go about it though. I think sometimes you just forget and you can't help it. And I would have liked to go on a bigger scale with this, but I just think that there's just not enough room, unfortunately. Can we make a little cutoff right here? Or not cutoff, I don't know what you would call it. Something to hold the water up. That definitely does make sense to be called a cutoff. Alright, there we go. And then can we plant stuff? No. Can we plant stuff if we put 2 lanterns there? First block works. The last block works. Okay, all these sides are good. I think we'd have the problem on these diagonal corners though. Okay, wait, they still actually work. So I think we're good to go, thankfully. Those 2 lanterns and the little beam idea saved us. And then let's plant it all throughout these back blocks too. We can probably indent it a block too to have a little bit more room. Just back in the wall. We just gotta be sure to follow the natural pattern of the cave. I don't want to ruin it. I want to keep it looking as cave-like as possible. Even if it means giving up an extra spot of land. Like right here, we could just, honestly, just not even have it. Just where it goes into a little bit of a corner. And then... Can we plant a block? Oh, we don't have seeds left. Alright, that is fine. Should we like have stone back here though too? Yeah, I think so. And we could probably open it up into a little doorway of some sorts. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm gonna figure it out one step at a time. We have some spruce. Yeah, I think that's fine. We also have a spruce block here, so it looks like it's being held into the wall. I think that will be a nice touch. We can replace this cobble with stone too. I'm just using it because it's what I have. We can also add some depth with some stairs and slabs where it's not just like one type of like block and pattern. I don't know if that makes sense. We want to mix up so it looks different. That's all I'm getting at. And we want to also be sure to be lighting this up, even if it's temporary. We don't want to come to build in our base and we get exploded by a creeper. That's probably like the one thing we want to avoid the most. And like, can I harvest some wheat? How much would it be to make like 2 bread? I mean, we're also getting seeds for this, which will make the farm bigger, faster, so... There are multiple pros to it. Let's get enough to make 2 pieces of bread. I guess, I don't know if holding us over is the right word because I don't even know if we'll be a full hunger, but it's definitely doing some sort of variation of holding us over, so I'm gonna use it here. Okay, 6 bread, or 2 bread, 6 wheat, which yeah, does get us a little bit short of full hunger, but we can eat one of our melons to kind of balance it out. And now, obviously, we're not going to have these leaves connecting the bases, so we're going to have to connect all these from the inside. So I think it would honestly be a good time to work on connecting this to that window right there and start kind of building or being able to build from the inside out as well, instead of just going on the outside and making a layout. Which is probably still a better way to build it at first, but then we can have the inside to connect it up, which should make things a little bit easier overall. I would assume so, at least. I'm just gonna make a 2 wide room or hallway that will lead us to that area. We haven't mined it out all yet though, so it might honestly be kind of tricky to find it. I'm assuming we gotta go right at some point soon, but I'm gonna go for a bit of an overkill amount of distance. So I would say that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the 4th block in. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the 8th block. You can just mine straight over here now, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna find that window. If not, then oops. I guess we're gonna go out the side of the mountain. We'll have to fix it. Okay, come on. Moment of truth. Is this the window? Alright, it is the window. I did my math right. We actually had 2 blocks, or basically 1 block to spare. I'm gonna mine all this out though too. I think it could be nice to, like, what if we have a rim on the inside? So it kind of gives like some extra depth to this window. I don't know, seems like it could be the type of thing that would be good. We could probably have like stairs here, making the window smaller. Oh yeah, that would be nice. Maybe I should do that now so I don't forget though. So we need a couple of stairs, and then those stairs can go here, 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 and here. There we go. And then trap doors. Trap doors are a bit more expensive, so if we can't finish it, it's honestly whatever. But I can at least put the idea down. It does look like I finished it though. Wow, just enough. I'm assuming that's going to be a fine idea. If not, we can remove it. I might end up stripping these blocks, honestly. I was never planning to keep them that way, but if it looks better with the dark spruce, then I'm down to keep it. I'm going to finish doing the outline of this window, though. We basically just have to mine it out and place in some of these blocks where they're missing. Looks like I'm also spleefing this gravel, which is kind of creating a dent in the roof above me, which isn't a big deal, but we probably want to fix that too in a second or later on. We don't have to do it right now. Okay, and that should be the full inside mined out. We can place glass on this layer now, then this layer behind it will be where you can actually kind of look out the window. Or at least that is the goal I was going for. Who knows if I'll change it. I'm gonna go ahead and mine out 1 more layer just so we have a place to kind of stand after we place the glass, but then after that I might wait a little bit. So I don't need to mine out and finish the whole interior right now. I could though, I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Who knows what I'll do. I think though I gotta focus on getting some more wood. We definitely have to keep an eye on our food. How is the food growing? Oh, not a lot yet, but it's also been like 40 seconds. I also kind of want to get more leaves so I can make like a viewing platform that I can show you guys the base on. So to do that, we're gonna have to find a spot that is good to steal leaves from. And this looks like a perfect one. I just have to make sure I don't fall into the pit below me. I don't know why there's a tree above a pit. And how many do we have? Okay, already over a stack. 2 stacks is gonna be fine, or close enough to it. 48, 49. We get some melons too. Actually, I didn't know these were back here. I just forgot about them. All right, nice. That's gonna be some nice extra food. Both of my trees are chopped down. Let me empty my inventory before I chop those. Okay, so let me make the platform now so I can show you guys the build from far away. I'm just gonna do racks in my waterfall because it'll be easy to break at some point. And let's do it near the water, so if I fall, we can get back up. It would not be good if I fell down and died. Okay, that is gonna be good enough, honestly. Well, maybe not. I can expand a bit though if I wanted to. But I also want to kind of fix this mountain so we can build a huge window right here at some point in the near future. So I probably shouldn't have broken that, oops. Hopefully we can mine these blocks out. I just kind of narrow this wall a bit so there's more surface to build on top of. It's not like so raggedy. I don't know, I can't think of a better word, I'm sorry. It's just very uneven right now, I guess that's fine. Okay, there we go, it's getting a little bit better. I don't want to mess it up too much though, so it's kind of tough to find a good point in the middle, of which I'm making it flat enough to build on, but I'm not also kind of ruining the wall that we were given in the natural terrain. Alright, honestly, I think this is a little bit better. I try to edit it a tiny bit, but we're gonna have to replace all this with stone, then we should have a bigger window here to build something on, but at the same time, it's not that much bigger, so I don't know. I don't think I can expand it more to this way. To the side, though, without just looking bad. Okay, honestly, I mined a little bit and placed some blocks and did some work, but I think I'm happy with how it turned out. I'm gonna melt some more stone. I'm gonna try to collect my food and some wheat, but I think I'm happy with this in general. I don't know. This is just gonna be a big window up here. I want to build a lot more than this, but it's gonna have to do for now. Then we can also do some work up here, maybe like that house I was thinking of doing. I don't know, something like that, right? But first things first, let me melt some stone and check on my farm, because we really need food. I also broke my whole scaffolding, but I'm inevitably going to have to replace it when I want to fix the rest of the stuff. And I know there's probably, yeah, it's not likely for things to be grown, but I think it's time to use a little bit of bone meal to speed things up a little bit. At least never until the next time this all grows in. So let me get my seeds ready. This will give us enough seeds to plant the entire farm too, which in theory should help us a little bit. Because, you know, more seeds, the more food you get. And okay, that looks fine. We're at 14 wheat. If my counting is right, 15 would be the even amount we need for bread. Okay, I was right. So let's eat the 5 bread then. Hopefully we can make a melon farm somewhere too. I'm not sure where that would be, but I don't think it would be a bad idea by any means. More farms the better. Then I can also continue working on mining this out. We're gonna need cobblestone anyway to fix all this stuff up and melt cement to stone, so I'm gonna mine this back just a little bit right now, but not all the way because I'm gonna save the majority of it for probably later. I don't know. I want to get most of the outlines done, but then again, I guess it wouldn't hurt. Yeah, maybe let's finish this first and then I'll do more outlines. Let's get some of the base looking good, and then we'll add to it from there. How far back do I want this to go? I mean, 4 block, not counting the window, this is 3 blocks. That's not that much. I'm gonna have trouble decorating all of this too though, so we don't want them to be like ginormous ruins. But also, I don't know what this is gonna be. It's mainly just gonna be a lookout, so it's not really the shape of a room that you could traditionally probably put some stuff in. The floor could probably be like a stone brick or something if we wanted it to be. Then, I mean, what makes more sense for the floor? I guess spruce could be the floor and the rest of it could be stone brick. That might be better, honestly, I don't know. Because wood floors make more sense than wood walls and roof, I think. So for that reason, I think I will actually go with the wood on the floor. But I'm not deciding officially yet. And before I spend too much time up here, I'm going to go put some of this cobblestone into a furnace or two. I think that could be very beneficial. We have charcoal. Okay, we don't have charcoal. We kind of need to mix some more of that then before we melt anything. I can also but craft a second furnace. Then that will help us get stuff double as fast. Let's kind of block this water off too so we can walk around in this area. There we go. We might need to replace a torch or two. The water broke them. I think that's going to be fine like that. Then can we also put away like 2 stacks of more cobblestone? We only need like 1 stack on us, to be honest. And then while that melts... Oh, wait, I never replanted my trees. Oops, I didn't get the saplings either. Oh, wait, I have some extra saplings though. We have 15. I just can't forget to harvest them the next 2 times. Or then I might actually be out of wood. I can get more saplings though, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. And there's gravel in the middle of nowhere. That is interesting. I don't know how that happened. I also purposely left a 1 block gap here, so even if monsters do spawn, they can't actually wander over here because they can't jump. So we're safe from this direction too. And we just need 1 more coal after this one, then this furnace will be completely set to melt this entire stack of cobblestone. And I'll probably just let the rest of the birch melt into charcoal as well. I don't see why not. Okay, there we go. We're gonna have 1 stack of stone then, which we can use to fix up the base. And while we wait for that, what is the next best thing? I don't know. Is there any coal we could mine nearby too? We hugged this corner right there. Seems to be a vein or 2 we could probably reach with relative ease. I'm gonna use my leaves because my dirt is actually valuable and we're gonna need to use more of it, I bet, pretty soon. Hopefully this is also a big vein. I'm not going over here for 2 coal. Oh, it's gonna be 2 coal, I think. Okay, wait, no, it is a vein. I lied. But it is like a water cave, which is always a pain to mine in. But still, 6 coal to 6 coal, I'll take it. I think I'll go back after that because that's enough to kind of... We're gonna have more than 2 in a furnace, of course, so having 8 total would give us enough. Well, I guess we can't stack coal, but still. It would give us enough to melt another stack of cobblestone. But since we only have 6, we can actually just take out the ones we wouldn't be able to melt. And then use that to make the furnace. And then there we go. 48 cobblestone and 6 normal coal. Then we almost have another cobblestone ready to melt a full stack. I'm just gonna melt as much as I can, because if we want stone brick on the floors, we're gonna need to melt it out anyway. If we put an extra chest, we could, but I actually don't think we need one yet either. Oh yeah, and then this we can continue making our water elevator if we're gonna use it. I kind of want to double check that this is a fine spot before I build it though. Like I said, it's kind of ugly, and it's gonna be hard to remove once it's down. But there we go, there's our final stack of cobblestone put in there. And while all of that melts, I think the best thing to do is going to be mining even more cobblestone. I think just go an extra step further with as much like detail and depth, whatever, all the buzzwords we could add. I think it'd be nice to have a kind of like rotating design in these blocks. Because we can have a doorway on one of these, but for the other parts, I just think from the outside it's gonna look cool if we kind of change between the block and each separate block. Something just like this. You can place the planks first. And that's kind of like, I don't know, that zigzag pattern or something. It just changes up a little bit is the idea behind it. And I don't know which block the door will be in. I guess we should probably do it on a plank block. Right here in the middle, I guess, works. Because then we're going to use a stair for some extra depth. That will be stone brick or whatever. We could use andesite for now. Then we just have a couple more rows. This one will be logs. This one will be planks, but let's do the log ones first because we already have those ready in our inventory. And then this is what it will look like. Hopefully good. Oh, I was meaning to show you guys, but then I placed torches and it took me longer than I thought it would. But there you go. That is it. I think that looks cool from the outside. It's a little bit different. That's all I'm going for. Just adding a tiny bit of detail when I can. And actually, I said the floor was going to be wood, right? So, well, I don't know what to do then. Because I kind of just... guess I messed up a bit. I guess we can still make the floor wood. And then have the walls be the other blocks. I don't think that's going to hurt anybody. If it looks bad, we can redo it or undo it. But let me place in all the floor blocks then for wood. Again, I think definitely by now, it's been a bit through planning and building that I've given plenty of time for our stuff to melt. So I'm going to go check on that. I also should probably check on our crops because, of course, as you guys know, we're in a pretty bad food situation. So every single wheat counts. And if one wheat is grown, that means that's one wheat that's not growing again. One piece of wheat, not bad. It is actually pretty bad, but we'll get there soon. And I'm going to finish mining this out to be a 2x2 just to this block. I don't know where it's going to go next, but just little maintenance things like this is what I've been working on. And there we go. Let's go get our stone now and maybe do the ceiling and stuff. I think it wouldn't hurt to do that. Oh, wait, and scratch that actually. Well, not scratch that, I'm still going to do it, but... oh, that's actually going to be the glass, right? We should probably place in lanterns in here somewhere, so let's leave those there for now. And we could craft more, but we probably want to get some more iron before we craft more, because I don't have, like, any iron left. As far as I remember, at least. Oh, yeah, we only have 6 iron. That's so bad. More charcoal. Why don't we melt 28 spruce logs for a little bit more charcoal, too, though? And then let's craft some of this into these stone brick we're going to use. 2 more of my trees have grown too, but I will get those in a second. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm building. But I could definitely do it in a minute here. The more wood, the better. We're going to end up using all of it. I wanted to focus on the walls just to see how they look. I wonder if it would look better to make the rims where the glass is going to go also the spruce block then? I mean, does that just make the most sense? It might. I don't know. Let's try it. We can always replace it pretty easily, so I'm not too worried about it. One of the spruce blocks just flew off the cliff, okay? We only have a couple left. And there is the rim completely put in for us. Now the other thing we have to do is just fill in the rest of the entire room with the stone. Starting with these lantern blocks, we can leave them there. And I think I placed the other one wrong. Oops, that one is supposed to go right here, 1 block over. Okay, let me fill in the rest of the roof then. Okay, I also just wanted to show, place a torch under a leaf here, so we could place a cauldron there later. Tap some leaves on it to add some extra green to this base. You know, we could actually probably do that on this other side too. This is probably pretty dark in here. There we go. Just like that. Yeah, I like how that looks. With the cauldrons, they would definitely finish off the look, but for now, the floating leaves look okay. And 8 blocks left, and then I've officially finished this room. And this is what the room looks like when it's done. I honestly think it's not that bad. I actually have some roof blocks left, but I'll do that. That's okay. I mean, especially when we add in the glass blocking it in. Some more decorations. I think this turned out very nice. And I think I will end the day by probably just mining my 2 spruce trees over there. And then something else we have to keep in mind to do is get more iron, because we need those for the cauldrons and the lanterns that we'll be using. And I am completely out now. I mean, other than the 6, but 6 is not even enough to make a cauldron. I wonder if there's any iron near me. I've not really looked, but I'm sure there's a better place to find it. Like earlier in this video, if you remember the story, and there was like this huge vein of like the deep slate iron. If we find like a spot like that, that'd probably be the easiest. I also think I just threw out some stone by accident because I wasn't thinking, but that's okay. Let's place in a stack of cobblestone to 2 of these furnaces. I'll clean up my inventory a bit. And then maybe before I let you guys off to get some wood, maybe we could go find some iron. I just don't want to go too far away or like too far down or too much of a risky spot because I do have 1 bread and 12 melons that I would rather not use. So we really don't have like any gear to even find a mob and get shot once. We'll have to go like straight back. And it just looks like I'm kind of unlucky with the ores nearby. We'll just have to find like one of those really good iron places, I think, at some point. I'm not in a rush to get the cauldron anyway. I just kind of want to finish that room if I could, because I was having fun with it. But if I can't do it right now, then I can't do it right now. I won't try to push it, because we're going to have to leave the base to get other supplies too at some point. So with that being said, I'm going to mine these trees up. Alright, well I just finished cutting on these 2 trees. So I'm going to replant these saplings. I also picked up quite a few that fell already. There's a little bit of leaves left in the air, but I could also come back here in a minute if I remember. But either way, I do have 8 more saplings, so that should be more than enough, hopefully, if we do forget. I just got a 9th one too. And I wonder if having like a 1 or 2 block gap and then another farm actually that's also extended up a block could look nice. I actually can't do that right now though because I was missing water, I think. I guess I could also just put like a placeholder block right here for now, like a cobblestone. And then we could build the railing at least to see. I'll kind of check from far away if this is something that might look good. And if it isn't, I can remove it, but if it is, I'm sure I could build it pretty quickly. I just thought of it because it would be useful to have more farms. This one is 7 wide, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I should probably do that again, because I think any smaller would be too much, too little farm to add, and then if I add more, I almost feel like it'd be too much, or just too long. You know, what if I actually, like, add in the pillars right here that's holding up these stairs, and then go all the way up, and it'll eventually connect to, like, the structure that'll be up here. I think that could be a nice way to do it, so it's all kind of connected. I don't know how I'm gonna make it, but I assume at least this tall at the very bare minimum. Probably higher, though. And then let's do the other side of that. Before I stack back up, though, I could definitely collect all of the wheat and stuff here, because it's grown again. And I am actually out of food except my melons, which I was trying not to eat, no matter what. Alright, we have 1 wheat in our chest down there, so that's actually 2 more bread, which will refill my hunger to full right now at least, and give us a little bit extra. And then the other block we'll stock up with a pillar is actually this one right here, which does leave a little bit of room if we want to mine this out. And then if we do keep this thing next to us, we could have a bridge from here to here that can lay over pretty safely. Let me stack up on this side now, though, because I'm not actually making the other side yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it, but I think I will. Because I want to keep a little bit of grass in front of these blocks, too, but I want it to be some sort of extension of the base below it. And this might be like the open area like I was talking about. You guys will have to see what I was talking about when I build it. But I think I could add something like, I don't know, if we go 2 blocks up, maybe we had like 1 wood pillar right here. Then the box below it could actually be like some cobblestone, maybe mossy cobblestone. It's kind of just like the structure of it. That way it will look like it's built into the cave a little more as well, hopefully. That's the idea at least. I'll see if it ends up working out. And we can place in some normal cobblestone. I think the way you make mossy cobblestone is by using vines. And I don't have any right now, but I don't know if it'd be very difficult to get. There's literally some right here we could steal. And vines take a little bit to grow, but they're pretty easy to set up a farm for. So let's see, will this make mossy cobblestone? Well, not so far. Oh, we can trade 1 block and 1 mossy vine for the mossy cobblestone though. I mean, it is expensive, but at least it's possible. I don't actually have a way to get up here right now. Oh wait, I guess I can climb those vines, I lied. Then if we can place in the mossy stone, I guess we need 2 more. We could steal 2 of these. Let's steal all of them though, because I want to make a place where you can keep farming them throughout the video. Because I do think mossy cobblestone will come in handy. And I think I just accidentally used all of my vines again. I was trying to keep some of those. This thing has grown a lot. We could definitely steal some from this, and we're not even going to realize they're gone. They're going to grow back again if we want them there anyway. Okay, 7 is going to be more than enough for now. And I need to make some food. Let's go see if more wheat has grown. If we could give you 1 more bread, that would make a bit of a difference. It doesn't look like it did. But no, actually 2 more. If we get 1 more then, that's a whole nother piece of bread. I guess we could use a couple bone meal for this, why not? 1, 2, and let's bone meal 1 last one. I guess it still doesn't solve the problem of needing 1 more, but it's okay. At least right now we can craft 3. And then I think I've actually been gone too long, so our other saplings probably dead, not decayed, what are they called? Despawned by now, there you go. Which I'm also pretty fine with. I'll also need sand at some point. There are going to be sand biomes, but I think we need to look for the specific desert in order to get some. So we're going to have to travel at some point for that. I want to clear my inventory so we can continue melting some of this cobblestone as well, because I think our furnaces are done. But actually, now that I look at it too, we need more charcoal. If I could just add like a stack of spruce in there, we could probably slowly get some more. And the zombies floating away in the water. There's a lot more fish too. We've actually started getting some more fish dying around here. And I just used the last of my bread that I crafted, so we're completely out of food again. Ooh, one of my trees are grown. I might chop that down really quickly because we're using some to get more charcoal anyway. So, I mean, getting more just makes sense. And then we can come back and melt some more cobblestone. Because then also the charcoal should probably be melted by the time we're back as well. Okay, I collected 56 dirt so I could kind of expand my farm up there as well. And I just realized I wanted more water. Can I get more water from anywhere? I think I can if I go all the way down, so I'll do that in 1 second. But I also have some cobblestone in these furnaces now with all the charcoal, so that's going to melt up and eventually give us more stone to build with if we continue using it for the inside. Then the last thing I wanted to do was build the farm for the vines. I mean, I guess there's so many vines around us too, but these are going to go away eventually if we keep chopping them down. But then again, we might just be able to use this as a vine farm for now and let them keep growing on this tree. So I don't even know if we need to make a farm specifically for it. Let me just collect all these. I guess the only thing a farm would help with is if we put it against a wall, then it might be easier to mine the vines. Because sometimes it's easy to miss from the angle. Depends what angle you're mining it at. But then again, it's not very difficult, so I think this will definitely work. A stack of vines would only be a stack of mossy cobblestone, so it seems like a lot, but I'm gonna try to get over a stack of vines from this first harvest. That means we could get at least 1 stack of mossy cobblestone when we do want it. And there we go. I think I've gotten most of the vines around me at these 2 trees. We ended up with a little over a stack. Let's bring the stack with us, or like 48 of it at least. And then let's bring our seeds too if we do end up putting the second farm down. And of course the water block, I'm just gonna get it from down here. I think straight down would be, well actually this would definitely be easier. It's also not as far down, so we don't gotta swim back up as much. Okay, well, I did go AFK a little bit longer than I expected to, so I mean, the only downside is that I have a bunch of crops that grew. I kind of locked myself in a hole so I wouldn't die. So we do have 17 bread now. That is very good. And then for this little base right here, let's place some water and then do the correct placements on these edges just so we can get it over with. All right, there is one of them. And we can go ahead and do the other one pretty easily here as well. I did actually accidentally fall a second ago because I blocked my water off, but I got back up and I got some new water, and then we can place that log into. I can also start placing my 50 dirt on this second farm right here so we can get another place to grow some wheat. And hopefully we'll have plenty of seeds to replant on both of these since we did just harvest all of the fully grown wheat as well. So I would guess that we do, but I'm honestly not 100% sure. I'm also going to remove some of these vines for now because I don't really want them on top of the farm, but we could add some back later. And then it looks like I'm missing like 1 or 2 dirt. We'll get that in a second too. I'm gonna mine a little bit of this stone so there's a bit more space at the back of this farm. But nothing too crazy, just a couple blocks along the edge. And I think something like that would be okay, yeah. Then for the gap, let's just do like 2 slabs is probably gonna be fine. That way we can get over pretty easily. And we could also make this connect through the inside too, but it's nice to have the option to do either way, whichever one is easier at the time. And I think I'll add back 1 stone right here to try to round it out a little bit better. Maybe 1 more too, I don't know. And then we do want to place a water somewhere where it reaches everything. So if we go 3 blocks from each corner, it looks like if we place a water near this back block right here, yeah, we'll reach everything, okay? So let's go down and place a slab under this for there's not flowing water all the way down. Then we can break the extra slab we used, and then all we need is 1 dirt, which we do have right here from it floating back up. I can also go ahead and place an upside down stair, and then we can tilt every single one of these blocks. Oh yeah, we can't replant seeds though because I just remembered we don't have the stairs and the slabs with the lanterns. And this is too dark to plant anything on, so let's try once again to bring something up so it can reach. We can put a layer of slabs. And what level is this going to land on naturally? I don't know. Should we try to have it at the exact same? I'm not actually sure which way is going to end up looking better for this build. I mean, something like this seems pretty good on this side. What about the other one? It looks like it would be pretty much the same. We could kind of just put it here too, because then it would be a block in front of the other one, which would kind of match the fact that this one is already a block in front. And that would also make the top, we could bring it out a block too, which again would probably be helpful. So there's just some depth to the thing we're building above this. So let me take both of these sides all the way up. And did I mine this one to the top? Okay, I did. And then if we just want to kind of match the one on this side, we could bring it up to the same layer for now. We're going to make it bigger probably, but... And then this one as well. We also have the middle block, which is kind of awkward over there. I don't know what exactly we should do to fill this in. I guess we could leave it like open, but at the same time, I don't think that would make sense. So I almost think something like maybe just a line of spruce planks would be the best thing to do here. Or maybe like something weird like barrels or something, I don't know. For now, I'm going to try the spruce planks. Yeah, which I think that looks normal, okay. I also want to come through here later on and break all of the bamboo and stuff, because we can barely build. I'm not going to really spend much time building here right now, though. I'm just doing the structure, so I don't mind it as much as I would later. And I think we'll keep the beam at the same level as the other one. And we'll have a little bit more room for like cobblestone right here, which is going to be nice, because I feel like it's a very nice block that complements the rest of the build. So I'm trying to sneak it in there as much as possible. And then something like this for the non-mossy cobblestone I think looks pretty good. I can fill the rest with mossy cobblestone in a minute. I'm going to go down there and try to finish this farm part. So we did slabs from the very top one. I think we could actually do that again and it would probably be the best route to go about it. I just don't know if I have any lanterns on me. I don't think I do. And I need to eat some bread. I actually have like no health. And luckily we do actually have some we can finally eat. I do have iron on me too, so let's just craft those lanterns now to get it out of the way so I don't forget later on. Then I can place both of them at both the corners like the other side. Again, we do actually have dirt. I guess I mined some up top. So now we're ready to finish tilting all of this and planting the seeds on both of the sides. It looks like this front block is actually a little bit too far away from the lights, so I'm not entirely sure what I should do about that. If we place a torch here, does that reach? Okay, it does. I'll probably just do that for now, but I wonder if it was a torch and a fence, if that would also reach, or if it has to be a torch. Because a torch probably doesn't look as good if it was like a lantern or something. So I will do some experimenting with that later. As long as it works for now, it's fine by me. Alright, I'm also going to expand it on this side, so it's kind of taking up this entire forward portion. And I think we're going to raise this by one block to the beam. Then we'll go all the way over to the very edge of the mountain. I wonder though, would it look good if it's coming up from this block? Is this also even? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I guess it is. I didn't even mean for it to be like that. What about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be okay then if we ended off probably. Or we could bring it 8, 9. And then I would think we're kind of pushing it if we actually bring it there though. I guess right here we could end it off. We're gonna have to bring this wall back in one though. But as long as it doesn't look weird from the outside, I think that'll be fine. And then this will be a pretty big window as well. Okay, there we go. We got the forward side. Then just gotta finish placing this to the top. Oh, I've already gone over the other side. Oops. Height-wise, at least. And then let's mine some of these blocks out so you could see a bit better as well. Some of these bushes too, if we just mine the one block, it's gonna start disintegrating. Or decaying is probably a better word to use there. Alright, all those should despawn now. Oh, I think they're connected to the wood still. That's why they're not decaying, okay. Let me break the ones that are connected to the spruce. Then now they should decay just fine. And if we view the place, or the base from our little spot here, that is kind of what it's looking like. I think it's really cool. We can have like the actual builds, like the chests, everything good up top, and then we have some farms at the bottom. Kind of hanging off the side, which I feel like makes sense because... I mean, if we're in a cave, it's already dark, so that would probably be the lightest spot if it's hanging off. It's not like indoors in an already dark area. I still need to get glass and iron soon, but I'm gonna hold it off a little bit longer. And I'll probably mine another entrance to the other farm right here from the inside, just to continue keeping everything connected. And I think this hallway would probably be best as a one wide type of thing. So I went ahead and dug it from the other side. We just gotta block this off. Then I can also probably curve it here too, so that it integrates a little bit better. Then I'll mine that to there. Okay, I think that does end up looking fine. I also get rid of some of this gravel so the walls can just be clean stone. And I could also probably replace the entire ground with spruce blocks. I don't know if I'll do that right now. I guess I could try to start. Oh, we could do all the walls of stone brick too if we want to keep the theme, but I don't know if that's overdoing it. Maybe if we have extra time we could do all that, but I might focus on building the actual base for the time being. I already did a pretty good portion of the floor, so I might actually try to see if I can indeed finish it really quickly. We only have this hallway which leads to that main room we built. Then the upstairs still needs like flooring and walls in the first place, so we cannot connect anything to that right now. Alright, and there we go. The entire base so far now has a floor. I might empty my inventory. I mean, the more time goes on, the more I'm thinking about trying to get glass. I think I could also just wait till we have a little bit of a better food source. Because I only have 8 bread left, but if the wheat grows like 1 or 2 more times, I'm assuming we should probably have more than enough food to be able to go on a little bit of a trip to find those things. And can I make another chest? Because I think I just now filled mine up, so I think it is time to expand it a little bit. We also have 2 stacks of stone in these furnaces in total, and plenty of charcoal to continue melting a bunch of stuff with. I'm going to start by filling all the furnaces up with 8 charcoal. That would be enough to melt a stack of anything. And then we can probably just keep the extra in the chest for now. So I have enough if I did want to melt a couple stacks of cobblestone, we would have enough. But I'm probably going to wait since we do almost have 4 stacks of stone in the chest, which would be enough to make quite a bit of stone brick. So again, I think it's fine if I wait a little longer. And we can harvest our vines in this area again, as well as our trees. I'll probably do those 2 things really quickly. Alright, well, I let all the leaves, well, not all the leaves, but I let most of the leaves decay because I kind of need saplings, and we have 14 total, but after replanting both the trees, we're going to have 6. Do I have any more on the ground? Doesn't seem like it. And there's like 5 leaves left. Actually, seems like there's a sapling hiding in one of them, though. I don't see one on any of the other leaves floating in the air. So I'm going to assume that's it. We have 7 in our inventory still, which should be enough, assuming we get at least a couple from those trees. So I don't know, do we have any in our chest? Okay, we do. We have 18 total. Well, I don't even have to worry about the saplings, and we're good. We could leave 4 in there for an emergency as well. So I think I want to do the upstairs now so we can finish it and then bring some sort of staircase up there so then we can keep connecting the base. So it'll make it at least a lot easier to get around. And I just can't feel like doing the top 2. So I'm going to stack up with some dirt, because I think I broke most of the vines I was using to get up before. And then we can start by mining these blocks out, because this should all be cobblestone. And we can place a couple blocks of mossy cobblestone too, just to start it off. I'm sure we'll swap some of this up though, or even place some more. I also have cobblestone on me though, so we could actually do both right now. And just finish this entire wall. This is just the part holding it up. It's like the foundation of it was the idea too. There's not gonna really be anything down here. It's just a wall. Ooh, it sounds like there's mobs somewhere above me as well, so that's definitely not good. Okay, I mean, that's good enough, I think. Then we can place 4 stairs on this one and use some trapdoors to connect all of it up, I think. As for these ones, we could probably do the trapdoor thing, but only in the top because they're so much shorter. You know, we actually need some more mossy cobblestone right here. We can break most of these bamboo with blocks with our axe. Just get them out the way. We can always replace them later. Okay, is that a good amount of cobblestone and mossy cobble? Yeah, I think all 3 of those are fine for now. So if we just get up here and go behind all this bamboo, I need to make a sword to break this. And there's a skeleton with full copper armor. I guess that's the guy I was hearing a second ago. We got some copper leggings, which is interesting. I've never even worn those. We also have diamonds, so we don't need them. And then as for the inside of the base, we can probably go with the same kind of floor again. So I can just start placing that in. And then this is going to go up with a staircase was the idea I had. So we can just place that in already. And then we can start mining out some of this mountain that's blocking us from finishing this area. Along with the bamboo on top of it. And all of that combined should hopefully start making this look a little bit cooler. You know, for the roof, we could also just do like a grass roof with the bamboo growing off it. If that makes sense. So like there's not really a roof, it's just a flat with the grass and then the bamboo's growing on top of all those blocks. It's like we could use it for like harvesting wood too if we need any. I don't know if that fits the cave vibe. I feel like it does, but at the same time I don't know if it does either. But I can experiment later on with it. I also don't know if one of these windows would be completely open or if we should have some sort of like divider block. Like a spruce like lane in the middle or on the sides, I mean like this. So it kind of divides it up. There isn't any depth to that either though, so I don't know if we should. Again, I think I'll just need to experiment with it in a minute, which we can definitely do. I'm just gonna get started on some of these floor blocks so we can walk around in the first place. I think that'll make it a lot easier to build. I think I'm doing a pretty good job of that. This mountain gets pretty thick, so this is probably the biggest area that we need to mine out a chunk of. And it's only a couple blocks at that. Okay, and then this part is finished. I just made it 5 wide here, then it goes to 4 wide because the other part is a block out, so we're just making it even. Then this part we can fill in too. Then that is going to be good enough for now to continue building. I don't know, I guess the front or like how far up this is going to go is probably a good thing to decide too, sooner than later. So I could probably do that in a second once I've done filling in this side of the floor. But I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do next. But I would say I'm going in the right direction. Okay, I stacked up, I fell, okay? But I stacked up to a point where I think it'd be good to have the roof go to. So I'm gonna kind of make it on the other sides, then see if it is at a level where it feels good. I also could have the Y variation in the roof as well. So since this goes up a block, we can have this roof be down a block. Or I wonder if we should have it down like 2 blocks. Would that be cooler? I don't know. I guess we could just leave it as is. And then let me eat before I keep jumping down or we are literally going to die. Then we have one more kind of section to do right here. And we do have enough wood for it. I just don't know about enough health. It would probably be the biggest issue right now. So there we go. Let me go in here now. That's going to be the same level as these blocks. So let me bring over the spruce wood. Then we have to jump and take damage one more time. And then there we go. So all the little rectangles are finished. I guess we could finish this middle part as well. A little bit more damage. But then the front section, except for like the details and the actual part that's filling in the frame, is now completely done. Unless we end up changing it, which is possible. Let me see if I like this. And hopefully let me get some more food. Oh, I did not mean to fall that far. Oops. But it looks like a couple pieces of wheat have grown, which is very good for me. And there's 2 skeletons, so I'm going to see if I can get these for some extra bones. I don't want to risk dying, though. I feel like this could get bad really quick. Okay, well, we got a couple of new bones. We could use some of those on the wood down there. There's also some melons in this forest, so we could kind of go back up from the 12 I got down to. 36 now, okay. I'll use that to at least get my hunger back, to gain a couple of health points. And then also the last thing I kind of wanted to do was to find a spot for a staircase. I think we should pick a spot below us first, like where it feels right for a staircase to be, and then we can mine up and kind of see where it lands. I think that'll be the best way to do it, but you know, there probably isn't the best way in the first place. That's just my preference. And let me, well, actually I was gonna go empty stuff into a chest, but we don't have a chest up here. That's probably something we should do too. Move our storage rooms up here so we don't have to run all the way back down every time. We can do that at some point though, but we gotta just focus on one thing at a time, I would say. How much wheat am I going to get from harvesting all of this? Okay, 12 so far. That's enough for 4 bread, so not bad. Can we get up to enough for like 7 bread? I doubt it. Ooh, I mean, we're up to 23. That's not terrible at all. I'm gonna go empty out my bamboo in the chest probably, and these copper leggings can get thrown out. And that should give me a lot more inventory room. I just finished chopping down my 2 extra trees, and I waited around for a couple of extra saplings and just replanted them. I actually see one more on the ground over there, so I might as well go get it. I'll have a couple more wheat plants that have grown here, so I can start by collecting those. I also don't know if I put it on the camera earlier, but I ended up making a little thing here so we can't walk off the cliff by accident. Just a nice little touch. And with the hallway being done, except for the stone, let me actually replace these 2 blocks next to it with stone brick at least, I think, for now. And we can fill this gravel in. I think that would definitely be a good start. And then if we could get a crafting table and a set of doors, we could actually place one of those in here right now. There we go, just like that. And we have 3 more stone brick. Let's just place that in that corner. And obviously we only have like 7 bread, so I wouldn't say that's enough to go travel around for some glass yet. So I think then probably the best thing for me to continue doing is going to be the roofs and the stuff above me. But first I'm going to go ahead and make the staircase that goes up. I think having some sort of staircase thing here would probably be the best looking. I don't know though. I'm just going to dig through the wall. So then these blocks would be the stone brick. You'd go in here and then the staircase would start. I think is the vibe and design I want to go for. We can also get the floor placed in with the spruce. And then we can start mining up here 1 block at a time. And we can see where this brings us. Is it in a spot that is any good, or are we going to have to move it? I don't know. But let's find out the answer to that. Okay, well, it seems like, unfortunately, our staircase is like buried in the wall, but we should be able to fix that by expanding this a little bit, just to like somewhere around here, I think would be good. And then when we get up to here, we can stop flattening it out, and we can also probably have the wall stop like, I don't know, I would think right here is actually probably fine for the wall, and then we could have the entrance kind of be, you know, just something like this, along the lines of that. So it's just like a 3x3 doorway. And then this could just be, I guess, grass, and we could connect it up. I don't know exactly, but I don't want to make this room too wide or huge or anything. And I want to have 2 floors if possible. So if I like stack up in this area, and I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th block, let's place a dirt. And if we kind of do that same thing from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th block. Alright, so right here would be the middle then. And I think probably something like this. I don't know, like 1 block to spare. So it's kind of like an open block in front of the window. That way it feels more like 2 floors. You know, I guess we could go a step further and do something like this, where we indented a block when we get towards the wall, just to give even more depth to it. So what was that? This would be 1 block away from here then, right? Yeah, 1 block away floating. Let me stack back up, because I did fall. So I think it would be like this then. Yeah, okay. That seems right to me. All of this has to get mined out too. A lot of mining to do, but actually not much. It's better than like one of my cave only videos I've done, because there's a lot of mining in those. You gotta mine out so much for the base. Luckily I've been able to get tools though. It doesn't take as long. So we will have fence here. I don't know what kind of fence, but I assume we'll have fence. I mean, we don't need it, but I think I'll probably make it look better. And this will actually all be stone brick, right? If it's gonna be the wall. So I guess this will be stone brick too. So should we do something like that then? Does that even make a difference? Not really. It gives it more room to curve though. So yeah, I would say that's probably better. But then this can all be replaced with the stone brick blocks, if that's what kind of gradient or block palette I think is the word I'm looking for, we were going for. So I can mine as much of this out as I possibly can, all the way to the tip of the roof. And it got just about all the way there. I'll continue it all the way on this side. And how far are we going back? Because that can help us decide where the wall is going to be. I would say this part definitely needs to go back further than that. I mean, you have more than enough room to walk around and have the chest back here. So I'd say even this block we could start the chest on if we need to. So if we could craft some of those to have a bit of a placeholder, I think that would be ideal. I mean, yeah, I feel like we could even go another block back. I want to feel like there's plenty of space and it's really open. So this is going to be too close. Let me see. Let's start 1 from this side. Alright, 1 from all the blocks here. Actually, we can probably do that much. Should we do that or 1 more block back? I don't know. I think that's probably fine. Maybe I should fill more of these in and then see. I mean, I guess it's only 3 blocks once we actually place in the fence. So I think we'll do 1 more just for the sake of having be as big as possible. But then again, I probably want the chest to be indented a block too, right? So maybe we have to break all of these and do it. So it would be... Here, let me do this while I remember. 1 block back again. And then 1 block again. We'll have the actual chest on it. Then let me break all the rest of these and we'll continue that layout and see how it starts looking. Alright, 2 more layers on all of these blocks. And now on the very back layer, that is where we'll start placing in the chests. And that should be good, okay. Let me go through and place in the other chests. Then we can place and make them double, starting from the bottom. Do you guys remember when you couldn't shift off chests? I guess you can now. Unless I'm having like some Mandela effect thing. Well, I guess Mandela effect would... I think Mandela effect kind of is... I might be remembering the definition wrong, but I think other people have to remember it like that too. But no, I'm pretty sure in like 1.7 or 1.8 you could shift... You could shift on chest and it wouldn't hold your shift and you'd fall off. So it was used for like traps and stuff. I think it was used for traps, I don't know. And this will be the little bit of the stone wall, so I'm assuming it'll look something like that. Then again, we could probably have it be spruce pillars, starting from the bottoms. I don't know if we'll include this into the bottom wall, but we could definitely bring it all the way up for now. Oh, and now I think I want to do this. Yeah, right. Then there's 4 blocks between the wall and stuff. And then if we have Well, I don't know how many chests we're gonna have actually, so we'll just leave it there for now. Then I guess we have to break this thing. I just spent some time placing it in because it's actually incorrect. It's okay, it happens. We'll just leave this part there on the top of the floor if we do want to bring it down later, but we won't bring it all the way down because there's no way of knowing if we're gonna even use that. So that is like one part of this upper floor done, and that also helps us know like a little bit better about where our wall is going to be on this floor. I would say we push it back to at least like, I just have no blocks on me. Let's place a chest down with some of our wood. Let's pick up all this cobblestone, and then we should probably go empty our inventory and get some food before we keep building, because I'm getting pretty low on all that stuff. But yeah, I would say, let's see, probably like, okay, the pillar's right there. So, oh, I don't know. Let's just decide later. I just think the reason why it's hard to decide is because I don't really know what I'm going to build yet. So if we build some more stuff, I would assume it would get a lot easier. Let's bring all of our cobblestone, like I said, so we can melt it. And I'll get the food before we go down there too, just to see if we're kind of ready to go exploring for some glass, or if we have to let these grow a little bit longer to stockpile on some more food. Alright, and I can get some more wheat like I have been doing. Lukey just went AFK, so I kind of forgot where I left off. But I don't know, I think I gotta melt my stone brick. We have to see if we have enough wheat to go get glass. I need glass and what though? What else do I need to explore for? Because I honestly do not remember, which is probably a bad thing. I have 42 wheat is definitely a good amount. It's not gonna be anything crazy, but yeah, 16 bread. That's the most we've had, so I think we might be ready for a little bit of an expedition. Let's try it. I'll jump down here, put in my cobblestone and my 3 furnaces, and make sure we have plenty of dirt to use as blocks. And then we can see what will we be able to find. I'm off to explore. Could get my trees first too, but then we gotta wait for them to decay, so I'm gonna wait to get those until we're back. I'm gonna go to this mine shaft area, I think, first. Oh yeah, I literally see sand in like the walls. I also want to get some water in case, the worst happens. Worst case scenario. I don't know if this bread will last us. We've just barely stepped outside of our base and we're at 14 already. I mean, I don't know what percent of our food that is, but all I know is like, I feel like that's like 5 or something percent that we've already used. We've been gone for like 2 seconds. I think the best way to get down would be jumping that single water block over there, just because there's like no way to get up and down for some reason. Or if we can get back up easier too, why don't we just spleef this water, and we can use it as a water elevator later on as well. There we go. I try to make the water source as big as possible too, so we should be able to swim up it very easily. And can we find like another block of water anywhere to take with us for safety while that falls to the bottom? Yes, we can. There we go. Now we'll jump into my water. Hopefully it's down by now. If not, we will have to put our water to use. Oh, this actually goes like right to the mine shaft as well. So this should hopefully have a chest or two. And maybe we could find a book finally. I was talking about that earlier. Ooh, I did find a chest. I was having some trouble opening it. We found a name tag and a diamond. Not exactly what I was looking for, but at the same time, I mean, diamond's probably one of the more helpful things you can find in a chest. Mineshaft chests are just pretty useless in the first place, I feel. Also, can't you, what is the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, you can craft name tags now, that's what I was gonna say, right? I don't know the recipe, but I swear they added that. I'm on like I think specifically in this video I'm on 1.21.10, but in my Mushroom Island I was in 1.21.11. The cave mod is like only 1.21.10 for some reason, that's why I'm using this one. I guess they just didn't update, which is fine, It takes time to update mods, I bet. Some people, maybe they just don't have that. But crazily enough, I think 1.21.11 came out like 3 months ago. I didn't know that. Maybe I read something wrong, but that's what it looked like when I saw the release date. I thought 1.21.11 came out like a week ago. I can't lie.
Origin.
I have a lot of, or not have, but I see a lot of glowberries. We could try to get a couple more, in case we need more food. It's seeming more and more likely as we go on. I was seeing sand a minute ago, but I haven't been able to find like a spot where I'd actually be able to like go and mine it. Because if it's like just a little patch of sand next to a cliff, that means it's also most likely holding in water, which again would be a pain to mine. So preferably we'll just find a sand biome would be the easiest. But I mean, I'm fine with any way that I find sand. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh wait, iron. That's the thing I wanted earlier. I'm glad I remembered that. Because we need like lanterns. That's what it was. I was gonna say anvil, but we haven't found a book, so I don't even know if we will end up crafting an anvil in this video with the luck we've been having. I mean, there's a couple pieces of sand in the walls right here. I could start by getting those. Who knows how big this patch ends up being. Alright, I mean, this is not bad. It keeps going. I will try to get every single one of these if it's possible. Okay, that might be all of it right now. Let me get up to the top. Alright, I have made it back with 2 stacks of sand, which is going to be plenty to melt and turn into glass. I might chop down these trees, but definitely first, before I do that, I'm going to go and start melting this so we're able to use it as soon as possible. And we should have a furnace ready here with a stack of charcoal we do, or 8 charcoal. Enough to melt a stack is what I was thinking in my head. And then we can pick up some of this garbage we got to. Maybe start carrying around our diamonds because our tools are getting pretty low. The gold can go away. And then we only got 8 iron. But honestly, iron is pretty easy to get, so I'm not very worried about that. We can go get it at some point soon again. We'll probably just have to go down a little further away from our base area right here to some cave system. I guess it's all a cave system, but I mean, like a part where iron is common. I'm sure there's plenty out near us. And my axe just broke, so I did go ahead and craft another one. I didn't even know my axe was that low, but I guess it was. I mean, because I did bring my diamonds because I saw my tools were low, but I was mainly looking at my pickaxe and shovel. I didn't know my axe was like 3 durability. And that is the first tree chopped down. I'm going to do the second and then wait out for all the saplings to fall too. Just to stay ahead on the sapling game as much as I can. We're also down to 3 bread already, and that was a very short journey, so like I said, that was nowhere near enough probably to go if the sand was any further away. Luckily I found a tiny little patch and got like 2 stacks, so it didn't really end up mattering. Oh, okay, I was wondering why there were so many leaves still, but I guess it's because I left a single piece of wood up here. I don't know how that happened, I can't lie. We're up to 8 saplings now. Every single sapling from here is just going to be some extra for us. I have this huge pack leaves that still needs to despawn. Is there any iron nearby that I could mine? I think we checked a little bit earlier and there just wasn't really any veins. I might try to check a little bit still because we have a couple minutes before that caves to a point where we need to go look at it again. Yeah, this is like the exact path I went on. I'm sure there's going to be some in some nook over here somewhere. There's a zombie chasing me. That's okay though. I think we'll be fine. Let's jump up here. And there is literally no iron. There's copper though. But yeah, nowhere in this entire area. So we'll just have to look again later. Let me go back to my tree. At least I bought some time doing something else instead of just waiting for my tree. And I'm still getting chased by monsters, but I think I should be out of there now. Does that zombie still see me? I don't know. I think they're finally done pathfinding to me, but they were chasing me for a second there. I also just ate my last bread, so I don't know how to feel about that. My food situation is definitely not looking too good. Hopefully my bread has grown a bit, but I don't know if we've been close enough. And oh my gosh, the baby zombie's here. How did you find your way to me? I just took so many hits from that. We're gonna have to eat the rotten flesh. Don't give me hunger, come on. Oh my gosh, you gave me hunger. But of course we probably don't get the double hunger, right? Oh my gosh, we got the double hunger. What is the chance? I feel like I've eaten 5 rotten flesh in this video or like a recent video. So, and I 5 times in a row I've gotten the hunger. Is it like 70%? Is it 40? 50? I don't know. Whatever it is though, I'm beginning pretty unlucky. And you know, honestly, I think we have more than enough saplings to go up now. Let's just go. We can lose out on a couple. Let's replant this tree, and we have 11 after that and a bunch in our chest. There really is no reason to stay for 15 leaves to decay. So let's get back to doing some other work. One thing being the glass. We can actually get that now too. I wonder if panes or blocks will look better. That might be the first thing that I go ahead and go test. And before I test that, I think it'd be wise to go ahead and get some more wheat because I cannot regenerate any health at the moment. Also, if I've been doing some parkour jump the entire time, and if I fall, I have a chance of dying. Let me just place some dirt there. I don't know why I didn't fix that sooner. I guess I just trusted myself to make the jump. Will we get more than... What was it? Yeah, 16. Will we get more than 16 bread this time? I wouldn't think so, honestly. It would be nice to get more than that, but as for a possibility, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't bet on it. And let's go up our staircase, which is very not finished yet. We could do some work on that, though. Let's mine these blocks out. This will be the block we stop at. And there's a bunch more random blocks we need to mine out, too. I don't want to mine more than I have to, though, but I definitely want to get some of this out so we can build the wall and everything. And all the blocks of mining will most likely have to go either way. I'm only assuming so. Okay, that's some nice mini progress. I'm good ending there. Let's craft our wheat now. Oh, we're definitely not gonna get more than 16. Oh yeah, 8. That's rough. That is nothing. We're gonna starve to death soon. I'm kidding. Oh yeah, and I guess the spot I actually want to test the windows is probably down at the one with like the extra depth we added in, which is actually only the only window down here so far. So let's do half of it being the blocks. I should also probably get like continuity so all this connects. I'll do that next time I restart my game if I remember. Okay, this is going to be a lot of glass to waste and break. Yeah, I guess if we want the best idea of what it's going to look like, we should do half and half completely. Again, we're going to waste some glass by doing this, but I think it's the best way to tell which one is going to look better. And there we go. Oh, there's barely a difference. I mean, yeah, there truly is. You can't really see anything different in there. I don't know. Maybe we have to get continuity right now. Maybe it would make a difference if it's all connected. Yeah, honestly, I don't think it even matters which one we use, so let's just go for glass panes because I think they do tend to look better in the first place, and they're harder to break if you were to break all of these. And I think you get like a better return. I might be wrong, but I feel like you get, like if you use 6 glass, you get 16 panes, which is obviously like, you just need less glass in general, so we can test it right now because I need to craft more. But for those reasons, I think that's why I'm going to go down the route of using glass panes. And yeah, we did use 6 glass and we got 16 of these, so we can finish this entire wall now. But since we are kind of blocking our only way out, we have to make an exit now too, I think. Well, I mean, that's not our only way out. We can get in through the farms too still, but I think we are a little bit overdue for an entrance. But where are we entering from? I guess if we want to make that water elevator thing, now would probably be a good time. Do we have extra cobblestone in our chest though, or do we melt all of it? I actually have no idea. Okay, we didn't melt all of it. We have multiple stacks left. We have some more glass ready for us too. And then can we just get this ready? Let's dig this down a block so the water will flow right in. Okay, now all we have to do is tack this up enough to the point where we get into the wall. And then we can mine and connect it to the main base. I don't know what Y level it's going to be at or anything, so we're also going to have to find that out at some point here. We can go back through the farm and kind of get the coordinates of what we have to go to. But first we need this tunnel so we can even swim up water in the first place. Oops, I almost just fell. That would definitely have a good chance of killing me. Okay, now that we have a little area right here, let me put the water down and we can dig wherever we need to dig, but let me go find the coordinates of where that is going to be. Okay, well, I look-y forgot what I was doing. Maybe I should watch my recording back. 1 second. I just woke up, so... Well, I woke up like 2 hours ago. Oh yeah, I don't know how I forgot. I was digging a tunnel. Yeah, right here. I was trying to meet it up with the water thing over here. I just needed some coordinates. I was just trying to dig a little bit of something, so we have something to start with. But let me get the coordinates now. And I do have the coordinates saved, so now I've just got to go over to the other side and mine from there. Let's also get some bread while we're standing here, because of course, we want to keep saving up as much food as possible, in case we got to leave again, or, I don't know, just having food is useful in the first place, obviously. And if some pieces have grown, that means we're not working at maximum efficiency. So let's get these finished and harvested. Alright, that should be good for now. We got 26, not bad. 14 bread total, with all the bread we had before, which honestly is not a lot. Okay, we have the general first part of the tunnel made. This should be at the same Y level. Now we just gotta go straight over or something. I don't know the exact way, because I haven't really committed to mining yet. I think I'm just gonna do like a 1 wide, or like 2 wide, 2 tall tunnel. Like, it might not look the best, but, I mean, it's gonna work to get us over there. And we could make it 3 wide after. I mean, why not, I guess. Maybe I will then. Seems like I have to mine this diagonal for like 10 or 15 blocks. I don't know. We're actually quite far away, which is surprising because I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like everything is so close together on this. I don't know if it's horizontal or vertical, but whichever one it is, that's the one I'm talking about. But I guess we're not. I guess we're still like 10 or 15 blocks away. Maybe like 12 from it being like straight away. Oh, okay, I just actually mined into it. I wasn't expecting to find it this fast, but I guess I did. So let's go ahead and mine it all the way to the other part of the base now. I think I might just start by making it, what is it called? 3 tall right now as well, because why not? It wouldn't hurt. I was just mining to get to the end, so some of the tunnel is only going to be 1 block dug out for the time being. But I can fix that pretty quickly. This is also going to give us a good amount of stone, which we can use, obviously, for building various other things around the base. So it's also pretty helpful to be mining all this. And it looks like we got a full stack. Okay, yeah, I can actually pick up more already, though. Oh, wait, I'm almost full on andesite, too. I don't know if I have enough space to pick up all of this. If we only lose, like, 1 or 2, I'm honestly okay with that. Okay, yeah, wait, no, we have to mine out this. This is the last wall that's left. Then right here as well. And that should be the tunnel finished. And we should probably light this up for monsters don't spawn. And just go through here and place in a couple sets of torches. I'm also gonna grab this coal that's up here, I think. Let me get actually up here into this little nook. This is a good amount. This is one of the only coal veins I've found this video, I think. Or it's the only one I remember finding in general. I do not remember mining a coal vein a single other time other than now. I think we need some more torches here, and then probably some more like right here. Place one on that block. And I mean, we should probably be good in terms of monsters spawning in here that we don't want. Also need a new pickaxe now. So that's our second pickaxe of the video. Our first one lasted us a surprising amount of time. Honestly, I can't lie. That was a while. Just a couple more blocks left to be officially done with this tunnel. And there we go. I also figured before I leave and do something else, we should probably just finish the floor for this is like actually just completely done and finished. It won't take me that long either, so I'm just gonna finish this very, very quickly here, just so I can call it done. Well, I definitely want to keep building, you know, that's the point of the video, but I think I'm gonna get some food really quickly first. And then I did have an idea of what I want to do. I want to finish the chest room, but I also wanted to kind of try to make a little bit of a design with some andesite walls. Because I was looking and it seems like that beam, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, but the beam that is in between those two sections of the base, like I said, it'll be a lot easier if I just show you 1 second. Let me get up there. Yeah, so this thing right here, it's like indented a block, or I guess it's not actually indented a full block. On one side it is, but I wonder if it would look better if we place some andesite walls right there. I think I'll be interested in trying that. So if we just jump down here, we can place it all the way up. Let's see. Is that worth keeping on? We'll have to look. And then while we're up here too, we can kind of try to build the chest room a bit more. So we'll stack up 3 blocks, 4 blocks. We can bring this over. And is that big enough for the chests? Honestly, I feel like we'll go 1 higher. I mean, it's a lot of chests, but I do think that just looks better as well. So let's break this all the way to the other side. And I will place the rest in 1 block at a time. Then as for the blocks behind it, we're going to just do like the stone brick. And I don't have stone brick on me right now, so I will have to wait. But I can also just go ahead and place in the spruce blocks underneath to try to get it as finished as I possibly can with what I do have on me. Let's break these vines because they're honestly just going to get in the way more than anything. Alright, I think that's definitely some more good progress. Let's make some more chests with the wood I have, and we can go chop down more wood too, because this is probably going to use a good amount of it. Or maybe not, I don't know. 16 already sounds like it could do some damage to this chest wall. Oh, and I've got to remember to place them the correct way. Okay, there we go. So the first layer is going to take up the majority of them, so we'll definitely need more. We can actually craft more from right here too, thankfully. Okay, will 8 be enough? I think it will be. Okay, it was just enough. Let me place some slabs on top of the wall too, for the ceiling here. I guess we could do stone, right? Because that's what the walls are going to be. Let's just use some andesite because that's what I have on me, and it's going to look really similar anyway to the other block. And then the rest of it can be stone brick. I also think while we're here, I want to keep building this, so what if we add in some stairs on the corners? I know it's going to block off like 1 chest a lot, but I think it would be more interesting if we do have, I don't know, just something else there. Does that make sense? Is it weird? I don't know, honestly. We could probably use some trapdoors too if we wanted. I don't want to overdo it though, so I could remove these if they don't look good. But if it does add to the build, I'm going to keep it. And what if we actually just strip these blocks to make it a little bit different in here too? Alright, I mean, I think that does add to it. I just fell, but whatever. We also need a way to get up there, so, you know, I just kind of saw this opportunity here. I think we could kind of make a staircase going from these blocks. Yeah, like it could kind of be like hidden back in this little chest area almost. I think that could be really nice. It does also look like we go down another block below us, so could we craft some stairs? Yeah, right here, actually. And then there could be like a wall or whatever, possibly right here. Maybe something like this. And then there could be a doorway. Maybe having a staircase on the backside would be easier, actually. I honestly have no idea. Because it's just such a weird loadout where this staircase comes up, so we'll have to figure something out. Let's bring this up to the top, though, for now, at the bare minimum. Now, I want to go get to my stone that is in my chest where we can start building the walls, too. Because I just think getting the walls placed in would probably be very helpful as to continue building. Where we kind of know where everything's going to sit and stuff like that. And what is the easiest way to get down? Should we get some wheat first? I mean, we probably should. Okay, wait, no, my wheat is like barely growing. Never mind, I'll just leave it for a bit. I need to empty my inventory. And honestly, we could probably start storing our stuff in the chest up here too. It would definitely be less walking if we move all of it up here eventually. And since I need to empty it out, you know, I don't see any reason why we can't just do it right here. So can we like place, I don't know, would this work? I don't want it to look ugly because there's signs on the chest, but I wonder, could we have like some signs in these middle ones? I don't know if that's gonna look weird though. I guess we could also do like something like this where every single row is something different. Like it might be a little bit better for space. But would we place a sign in the very top? Would we place them here and then the bottom rows are the chests? But then we only have 4 different chests, right? So I don't know, it's tricky. I guess it would look better if we just do that. Let's just do that, I don't know. Wood will be this row. We can do stones in this row. We can do farming supplies. Then we can probably do like miscellaneous. Let's just place all the wood we have in this chest for now, which isn't actually a lot, as well as the stones. We can probably use the very last chest on the stone row for like dirt and gravel and stuff. I feel like that makes sense. Or we could even place more signs here that say like dirt, and then we can just assume these 3 are dirt, these 3 are stone or whatever. So yeah, we actually have 1, 2, 3, 8 places to place different signs and things like that, which is definitely not bad. And then this last chest will just be miscellaneous, I think. Alright, why don't this very bottom chest to the right can actually be like viable items? How about that? Farming items go in here. I'll leave bones in there for now as well. Let me get a bunch of stone out of this chest, and we'll get some of the farming supplies too. And like I said, we'll use this to make stone brick in a second as well. I'm gonna have to take multiple trips though. And thankfully I can climb up my vine wall. That's how I'm getting up here for like the last 2 times until I build a staircase. Can we put away the farming supplies first? I'll throw on my boots too. That was an accident. Then can we put away some of the stone? I want to keep like 4 stacks where we can make some to build with right now, but you can put away all the extra blocks for sure. And I also want to get some dirt for scaffolding in case we fall and need to get back up. So we can get 1 stack of that. Alright, perfect. I think we're ready to build the outline of this thing back here at the very bare minimum. At least it will be 1 thing finished. And that should make it look a little bit better. Of course it won't be finished yet, but it's just a little thing that is going to help kind of tie this area together and make it look nice. So yeah, I mean, it's fully blocked in from the back. I do think, like I said, that adds at least something, right? And maybe I should get wood. I don't know, it's a tough choice. Because this will be the floor of the main room. I guess we could just continue the cobblestone. I mean, if we're assuming this is going to be the room, or like the way to get into this room, I guess would this be a wall and a... Yeah, I guess it would be a wall. Then this would be a hallway. Again, I don't even know if this is what I'm doing. Let me make a jump. If I failed, I'm gonna go get wood. Ready? No, I failed. Okay, we'll get wood. I do only have 6 bread. I'm kind of wondering if it'll be worth it to check for some wheat. And I think it will be, so I'm going to. Oh yeah, and if we have like a good amount of inventory room, so on the way back up too, we can take some loot from our chests. Like I said, we'll just slowly bring everything back up, and then eventually it will all be sorted and very close to our reach, which is good for multiple reasons, of course. Alright, 10 bread total, nothing crazy, but that's going to help us continue to last until we get a little bit more of a steady food supply. Or maybe we'll never get a steady food supply, we might just need more wheat, honestly. It might not be enough to hold us over. And if we want to go down, we can go down the water elevator too. We could just jump down or something. And we can take our furnaces, that is one thing. This furnace is empty, I'm down to take that as well. And then as for the chest, yeah, let me go get the wood, then I guess we'll come and pick some more of this up, whatever we're able to carry. Alright, there's a bunch of random plants in this chest too that I can bring up since I cut down both of my trees. I'll go check for more saplings in 1 second. I just wanted to get all this stuff in my inventory while I wait, because waiting for all of it to fall down takes a pretty long time. And I think that should be it for farming supplies, honestly. Oh yeah, basically all the leaves are gone. We have 26 extra saplings, which is going to be more than enough to replant as many trees as we need. I guess that's actually some of the saplings from the chest too, but whatever. I mean, 26 total is still more than enough. Let's leave the saplings down here though, actually, because if we forgot them and then came down without saplings and we needed them, that'd be pretty bad. I think I have everything I need then. We could probably trade one wheat. I don't know. Let's put the torches in our offhand, actually. Then we can take the one wheat and everything else. Getting up takes a little bit long, but I guess it took probably just about as long. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It takes about the same amount of time, though, I think so. It's honestly whatever. Let me empty my inventory out first before I do anything else, just to keep everything clean and organized. In the wood chest, we have a couple stacks of logs. We probably want to keep harvesting those, though, because we're kind of low. This is going to be a very wood-intensive build, I think. And, I mean, stone brick in the general, too. We're going to use a lot of that. Okay, we have a couple more things for the stone chest. Some slabs. Oh, okay, well, never mind. It was literally just the slabs. Clay can go with dirt. I feel like that makes the most sense. We can refresh ourselves to a stack of dirt. And then this would be the next floor. So we could honestly start building that just to continue getting some progress. Can I make some stairs? I think I should be able to. Okay, well then that should be done. Let me also place in the floor as much as I'm able to. I don't know if this one's going to have like a stair thing as well. I might skip it on this one. Well, I guess we can't really completely skip it, right? Because that would look weird. I think we can kind of do like a workaround in the middle. That would just be basically removing... Oh, wait, no, there's a stair here too. Okay, that's okay. We just have to make the staircase like too wide. Which at the end of the day is not a big deal. It still looks good, I think. And then these would have to be one block out. So we can just have one fence here. Okay, yeah, I feel like that works fine. And maybe we should have this be a little bit bigger. At least one more block. Because we want some room to be able to walk around in the first place. Let me take my torch off my offhand because I keep accidentally placing them. And we can place some more stone brick. We can place them on the ceiling here to kind of connect this roof up. Then this wall, we can place them into... What about, like, just stone and, like... I wonder if we should have some stairs kind of blocking this off to not have it, like, go up infinitely. I think we should. I mean, on the third block, I think if we turn that into a stone wall, that's going to be looking fine. Alright, yeah, that looks good. I like it, honestly. Should we make this one more wide, though, the whole floor? Because, I mean, we have the room to do that. And I kind of like how it, like, sits off and there's, like, a drop over here that isn't stairs. It'd be cooler, guys, if it was, like, 2 blocks in the air with, like, some fence. But we don't have the space for that, of course. I guess we could push it to here, though. And then, you can have more room to stand right here. We could have 2 fence now. If we make some of those, let me just see how it's going to end up looking for us. 33. And then 2 there and 2 there would be kind of what we do. And yeah, I think that looks nice. We can place in a wall. And I don't know, I think that's good. We're going to have to decide where the staircase is going to go and like what direction, of course. But for now, I would definitely say this is a really good start. And then if this will be the wall that's kind of layout where it's going to be, this would be fence where you can't jump off the cliff. This would continue into being another floor made out of the wood. And then we want that 1 block gap again so it doesn't touch the glass because it would end up looking weird. And then if we can just film the rest of this floor, we can see from there. Is this something I want to keep pursuing or does it look really stupid? I mean, I'm assuming it's going to look fine because this is pretty basic, but at the same time, I wouldn't be opposed to changing it if I have to. Then I guess the wall above here would kind of just be extra stone brick, right? Unless it looks really stupid. I mean, honestly, I think that looks fine. It doesn't scream like looking weird to me. We could also have a spot right here that's like specifically for furnaces and stuff, I think, which could be really nice. Then just a couple more floor blocks will probably finish it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, something happened here. Okay, what design did I go for? Okay, I guess this. Alright, whatever, that's fine with me. Let me place them in and see. Does it still look okay? Oh, we have like this 1 block lookout spot, which is kind of funny. And yeah, I don't know if I've said this already, but this could be like a spot for furnaces and stuff, I think, in this little corner. I think it'll kind of blend in well. And I honestly guess we'd be ready to add in the glass. The only, like, what is it called? I guess the only gripe I have with this wall is that I think it's going to be a little bit flat. But at the same time, what can you do about it? I mean, it is just a window. It doesn't have to be some perfect shape or have like 3 layers of depth like the other window. I think it's going to be fine. Maybe. I mean, if it isn't, then I could always change it probably. I'll start by placing glass in one of the windows. then we can see how it looks from there, and it wouldn't be as hard to remove from that point on. That is 37 more wheat. I can go ahead and craft that into, how many bread? 18 more. That's not bad at all. 16 total. That's more than I've had recently, so... And actually, I should keep this single piece of wheat. That's going to help me with some more food at some point. Then what should I kind of do from here? I wonder if I start making a staircase that would go next to this one. How far out would it be? Let's also break a hole here so we can get up through the vines. Oh, I need another vine to get up, though, because that one broke. Okay, now we can get up. And there's 3 zombies below me. That is not good. Oh, and there's creepers up here. Well, I didn't think I needed lighting because we have, like, night vision anyway, but I kind of just realized if we don't have lighting, monsters are going to spawn in. So even if we're not going to use it, we should probably still place as much of it as we can. And we can place some in some certain pots right here. I thought I just heard a creeper exploding. Well, I mean, I placed some torches, but this thing is just so random and scattered that I don't really feel like there's like any good spot to even place them in the first place. And I kind of need another lighting block that isn't a torch, honestly. So we can place some more things like on these walls. Do we have our farming supplies? I think we do, right? We have the leaves. I think we could place like 2 cauldrons across this area. Is this the part where it's even? Okay, I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it might be time pretty soon here to get some more iron too, so we can continue decorating with all of the cauldrons that I've been using. I just don't have anything to build the actual cauldrons with at the moment, so... And how much iron do we have? I think like none, right? Let me check. Yeah, we have 8 in the furnace, so that's basically nothing. I'm gonna go get some right now, I think. I'll also check for more food. Hopefully some more has grown before we're about to leave. And I should probably light this place up just a little bit, even if it's temporary, so we don't come up and there's a bunch of monsters again. Probably have to kill these zombies too, or they're gonna jump on my head and grief the wheat. Oh yeah, wait, I want to try to place the glass in. I could try to do that too so I can look at it when I'm leaving. I don't know if we have enough to finish a full window, but I think we'll be pretty close either way. Okay, 64. I definitely don't think it'll be enough, but it'll end up being pretty close. I just finished placing it in the glass. It got like halfway. We're gonna see if we have other glass somewhere. But like I said, I'm assuming we don't. Okay, yeah, it must be my chest downstairs, or I used all of it, which I highly doubt. It also might just be unmelted down there, because I feel like I remember I didn't really melt like all of the glass I had. I only did like a couple of the blocks. And how do we get down? We should probably make a... Well, I was gonna say we could make a ladder down, but honestly, this is really close. I think it's too close to have an extra ladder. And running down a ladder would probably take the same amount of time as running over to the staircase, honestly. Well, I have 33 blocks. That is not that terrible. I also forgot to check my chest. But yeah, I was getting more leaves to build with. I actually don't think I mentioned that. I didn't record it. But let me run over here. We have like a stack of sand. I'll try to remember to bring that back up. I'll just leave the coal and stuff in here for now. Then we can melt it in a bit and then finish the windows. But it also seems like I would need more sand if we could collect some of that while we're getting this coal. So I'm going to try to go and explore. I might go the same way we did earlier. I also don't have a lot of food, so I think there's glowberries over there we could probably steal, since I may need more depending on how long that I'm gone. Well, I'm back at that place I was in earlier. I think this is where I got some of my glowberries before, so I'm going to steal some more now. I don't think there's iron around here, so I'm going to have to keep looking in a different direction, I think. Which hopefully these glowberries will make possible, so I can survive a little bit longer without having bread. Getting like a stack or something should be enough. I don't know if we can get a stack from here though, so I'm going to try to get as close as possible without spending too much time. I went through the cave a little bit more, and I'm going to see if there's iron up here. I did end up getting 45 glowberries, which I think is a pretty good amount. And there's a lot more nearby too if I need them. But I'm hoping there's going to be some iron in some wall nearby, and I don't have to go too much further. I guess there's actually none in this immediate area. I thought there was going to be. I just need to find one of those patches again. There's like 3 veins in this wall, but I kind of have to stack up to all of them. But if it's the only iron I see, it might be worth it. Oh, there's actually some below me as well. I could get that. Let me start with the ones over here. Then I can kind of backtrack a little bit. Okay, and from those 2 veins, I'm at 10 iron. I don't think it's worth to go to the other one, so I'll just leave it. I mean, I found a couple more veins, and I only have 14 iron, so it's definitely taken me a while. I also just got down to 2 bread. Mostly because I've been fighting a couple skeletons that I probably didn't need to and could have run away from. And it definitely shot me a couple too many times. But luckily, like I said earlier, that's where we got the glowberries, so we should be good to keep exploring for a little bit. But I definitely have to think about going back pretty soon here, or I don't die. I'm gonna jump in some water down below me. I almost missed that. There's actually some berry bushes here too, which could be used as food and a decoration. So I'm gonna grab all of these that are on the ground. And we're up to 27 iron, which again kind of sucks, but I'm gonna head back from a different angle so that way I can kind of see, hopefully if I can find like a couple more veins on the way back, since I won't be heading back the same exact way I came. There's also 2 skeletons by me, but I think I should be safe for them because I blocked them off. Then after this cave, I do have 34, which is definitely not bad. I'm building it up slowly. I was hoping to get like maybe like a sack or a little bit more was my hope going into this. Oh, there's actually a creaking in this forest. I have no idea how that mob works, so I think I will probably not mess with it then, so I don't accidentally die. I don't think they can leave the biome either, so I should be fine if I just go over into the other chunk right here. See 1 iron in the cliff right here. I wonder if it'll be more than 1. I don't know if a single piece is worth it. I think this might also be next to a huge water cave, so I don't know if a bunch of water is gonna come flying out if we break this. It looks like I was actually wrong because there's no water. Is there even water up here? Let me check. Okay, no, there's not. And I'm basically back home. As you can see, my base is to the left there, and we have 49 iron. I might try to see if I can find like 1 or 2 more, but overall, I think that should be enough to make a couple of cauldrons and continue making some lanterns to light stuff up with. So I'd say at the bare minimum, it's good enough. And we can probably go like a different way next time, like straight that way, because I don't think I've really explored that side for iron yet. So maybe that's where all of it is hiding. And I'm getting shot by a skeleton again. It makes sense though, because I guess we're in a cave, so I can't really complain. And I don't know if we should have like a uniformed roof. Oh wait, I forgot my sand and stuff. Let me go grab that really quick just before I can start melting it and get it over with. Oh my gosh, I literally almost just killed myself. I still might kill myself. Okay, I don't know what I was doing with that, but at least I'm alive. Let me get my sand and coal. And that is honestly it. I don't really need anything else from there. Maybe I should get wood while I'm down here too though, because we're gonna need some of it to build right now. And I might as well do it if I'm already in this area, so I'll see you guys when I'm done with that then. Actually, it looks like there's barely any leaves on those as well, so let me bring enough saplings to replant both the trees in case we get 0. While I wait for the leaves to decay, I was actually just mining up a little bit of stone since I'm sure we're gonna need more, and I found some iron right here too, so that is not bad. I think it's an 8 vein as well, so that should get us up to like 50, 57, okay. And there's a full copper zombie trying to kill me. What the heck? Where did that guy even come from? I don't know. Hopefully there's not more nearby. I'll block it off in case. Okay, but there is another zombie here. 2 of them, actually. And hopefully that's it. There's also a fake sunset, so that's interesting. Oh, I just found 2 more pieces of iron, so we're now at 59. I think that's enough cobblestone for now. Yeah, all the leaves are basically decayed, so I'm gonna go check on it. I'm up to 12 saplings already just from a couple of the leaves. And after replanting both of the trees, I'm sitting at 8 again, which means technically we didn't gain an extra sapling, but they were both like low leaf trees, so honestly I'm fine with that if we just go back and put these in the chest. And did we get our sand? Okay, we did. I'm ready to go up then. And I probably could have put my coal in the furnace earlier. I probably should have done that before I went down. Oh wait, no, that's why I went down in the first place. I just remembered. I didn't have it up here. Okay, well, then we're definitely fine. What do I need to work on next? I could probably do this wall, I think, right here, just to finish off this side of the base in general. And then the staircase is also, I would assume, a pretty important thing to do as soon as we can, just so we know where it is and we can start getting up and down from using it. Are these blocks open? Okay, they are not open to the side. The top one is, but I don't think that's going to end up being a very big deal. And then we got some more blocks on the side right there, and then this side is basically filled in, or filled in at least good enough for at the moment. Alright, so if we bring the staircase to here, can we just like bring it down starting on this block? I mean, I feel like we could. I can try and test though. Alright, 1 stair at a time. This will lead us, putting us down somewhere over here. I gotta make sure I got on the right level. I think it's like 1 more if I'm honest, but I might have missed a buy block. Let's dig out to the left now and find the open terrain. Okay, yeah, there we go. I was right on the block. And then we have to mine out of this little random mountain thing. We have to mine out a spot to step on when we leave the bottom of the stairs. Then we can also continue the stairs all the way to the top side. And then we can kind of continue the wood going all the way over to the staircase in the first place to connect it up. We don't have any walls yet or anything, but this will help us build the walls when we actually do get around to it. Because yeah, this could probably be a wall, right? Right here going up. And then this would also be a little square wall if we have the wall right there. And I'm out of stone on my inventory right now. But that is okay. I should be able to get some more. And we can start melting our iron too. So I think we got some coal earlier. Let me just look. Okay, yeah, we do have some. The glass is melting. We can melt a stack of iron. Then lastly, how much stone do we have? Yeah, I would say we definitely want to store melting more, so let's start 2 more stacks in both of these furnaces right here. Then if I put away some of my farming supplies, I should have plenty of room in order to take some of this stone and build the rest of the wall downstairs. If some of our iron is finished melting too, let's place in this couple of cauldrons. We can start seeing what it looks like. Hey, we have enough for 1 cauldron. I'll place it, that's okay. Alright, one of them will go there. We do have a working staircase. We could have like chests in here or something, but I think I'll just block it off with like torches or slabs to the top so we don't have to fill it with blocks. Torches would be easier maybe, but I don't have any on me, so I'll just use the slabs for now in case I forget. I could always place some in there later. And then we can bring this entire wall probably up to here. I would assume it's going to be fine. Yeah, probably even lower than that actually. Right there is going to be good. And then it can come all the way... Actually, no, it doesn't have to come across because I think it's going to go up here because this is a hallway. And I could come all the way across to this side. And honestly, the base is a lot more laid out now. We're starting to kind of see what it's going to look like. I could finish this side of the wall too. I didn't deny a block up there, so I'm going to try to stay true to that and bring this ceiling out an extra, not a floor, but a block. We just need some more spruce on these right here because it's going to be a continuation of the floor. Then all of these blocks will have to be mined out to the top in order to replace them with stone brick. Then after that, we should be done with at least this side of the base. I'm going to try to finish it just for we can have this side be finished. Okay, and that should be perfectly good on here for the first floor. The wall is a little bit flat, but we can add in multiple things to make it less flat, like that block, for example. We can add some more cauldrons. That'll probably be a pretty common way to decorate this, because it's one of the only ways I think I can decorate it. I mean, obviously there's going to be more, but those are the ones that come to mind immediately. And let me move that chest I just broke upstairs. As well as... Oh, wait, no, we're out of stone. I was going to do this wall, but we're going to need to get some more stone first. I wonder if we should add, like, a little doorway here so we can kind of skip. Okay, never mind. That's not going to save me any time. Let me just block this back up. I was thinking I wouldn't have to go all the way around, but there's literally, like, 2 extra seconds. So I'm fine keeping it there. I kind of like how elaborate the staircase is as well. I think it gives the base a nice vibe. And then this will all be replaced with stone brick. It's not as important because it's, like, in the deep inside of the staircase. But it will also block mobs from getting in here, so I do want to mine it out and get it ready to be replaced with some stone brick when we're ready for it. Oh, we actually have 24 wheat in the chest too. Let's use that to make more bread. Now, let me go see if we can harvest any wheat as well. Hopefully we have a pretty good amount grown so far. I'm also going to make another cauldron. I keep messing up. Then let's make more glass panes so I can finish this window in the front. And then I can kind of check once again to see if we definitely want to go with this glass pane design or if I want to change it. But from what I saw already, I think we're just going to keep it like this because it looks honestly fine. It's hard to place the glass panes on this block because they're so thin, but I should be able to do it. I've only misplaced like 1 block. And then let's place a block on the outside here to finish placing them so we're not in the way. And there we go. The whole first window is placed in now. How much stone do we have like in complete total too? Okay, not a crazy amount. 51 I think is it, so we definitely need more of that. I don't know if we have enough coal either, so it would probably be a bright idea to melt some more. Let me make more furnaces. I think if we make 4, then we could fill this entire wall, which would also just make the base look better in general, I think. Is there 8 coal we can take from anywhere? Okay, yeah, there is. I'm gonna use that to melt a whole another stack of charcoal with some of the extra wood that I have. And I'll probably get a couple of glow berries for now too, just so I can continue piling up on wheat if it's not gonna be too hard. And I can place in the block for the back wall in this room as well. We could probably turn the wall block too, just have it be at a different depth, so it changes it up a little bit. Oh yeah, this goes down a block too, so I don't know how we're gonna deal with that. Maybe we could start bringing the roof over then. It may be helpful at this point in time to do that. Alright, then we have one more little corner right here we've got to do. We could place some grass over these blocks. Then we bring the wood all the way to the back. Let's connect it to the actual, like, stone part there, okay? And if we wanted to, we could place the, like... Can you place moss here instead? Because the grass would have to spray and we need lighting for that. So it might just be easier if we do, like, moss. And what if we should have, like, torches or lanterns on all of these blocks? Just to help with the lighting a little bit. I'm gonna need to craft them, though. I think the only thing I'm missing is torches. I assume I placed all of them down to light things up. But then we could craft some lanterns if we get those. Oh yeah, wait, we're missing 2 of the rows right here if we're bringing these all the way back. So yeah, these stone brick blocks actually don't need to be here. I'll just leave like that for now, that is better. And we don't have anything to connect these two, but we can bring them at least to the very back for now, just like this. And we can connect them up when we do end up building something, or if we have a little connection. I'm not entirely sure we're going to end the roof yet, so I just don't know at the moment. I also think we could add in a bunch of trap doors underneath this if we're going to place moss. But then again, I guess a green moss roof would probably complement the build, if anything, so we could probably leave it open to the underside. Let me get those torches, though. We're going to need to steal some more coal. I'll just take all the charcoal I've made so far. We craft it into lanterns. We use the quick craft. We have 11. That's definitely enough to place them across all the roof blocks, I would say. And then if we can get up and down, if we want like an easier way to do that. And I think to be able to get up there to like harvest the bamboo or like build, I think we could just make a little ladder right here in the back. So I'm going to make a little bit of a hole. And something like that should be high enough, I would assume. But I'm going to have to place ladders and actually try to go up there to see. And let me get some sticks so I'm able to finish that. 33 ladders. Then am I at the top block yet? It honestly doesn't seem like it. Yeah, okay, I'm not. I think we need to go 2 more entire blocks up. So that should be the right layer, like right here, I think. Let me check before I build or place anything else, though. Just so I don't have to do it again. There's also some extra coal here, which is nice. You can probably get the coal that we use on the torches back. I just need to throw an item out because my inventory is full. I'll just block this little torch hole off. This room is like a mess, but it will get better in a second. Okay, I just fell all the way down. And there was a bunch of gravel that fell off the roof, too. I don't know if I updated it. Yeah, I guess I updated the block so if it fell. So let's mine all this out. Definitely want to give wheat still as well. I kind of forgot about that. I'm sure some of it has grown because I haven't harvested in a little bit. It hasn't been too long again, but my inventory is so full too, but I don't feel like I can put anything away. I think all this is pretty important at the moment. Let me go up on the roof before I do get the wheat and put these lanterns down so I can see also while I'm down there how the base is coming along. You just gotta do a little bit of a jump. And if these make the base look dumb, then I don't have to place them, like I said. That's why I can't test it. There's also a creep over here, which is not good. I wonder if we can place some hidden torches so that there's not really monsters over here. But at the same time, you can't see the torches because I feel like they look bad. Hopefully something like that is going to be good enough to hide a couple so nothing is going to spawn in here. If not, I can always change it, but I think leaving it like that is good. Yeah, okay. And then would this be the upward block that we place the log on? No, I think we could go another block back. Something like this, and then it could go down. And then this side we could even have the spruce go back another block if we wanted to. And then have a stone brick, so it's like a little bit more indented just to change things up in the wall as well. I don't know if I'll go with that, but we could at least place it in right now to see if it's something I want to do. And there we go, that's what I was thinking. I'd say, oh wait, no, because we could place a pillar right here too, so it's not even like a 1 block indent. Doesn't really look awkward at all. Then let's place this all the way over to here and fix this pillar. Then the roof is essentially done, honestly. We can place this into, why not? You're probably never going to be able to view it from the bottom. Actually, you're not, because it's going to be blocked by moss. So it doesn't really matter what we do. I could bring some moss up here next time I go up as well. I could just place probably a row of spruce here too, honestly. It's going to be fine. But let me get the wheat and see if this is looking good at all, if we should change some stuff up. Honestly, the vines were getting way too much as well, so I'm glad I broke most of them earlier. Because I'm going to have to go up here and break them one by one. Because I did end up leaving like a couple in some places, just, I guess I missed them. I didn't really mean to leave it. But hopefully it won't take me too long to remove these, then I will finally get the wheat, like I've been saying. We also have to dig out like this huge thing that I'm standing on, like, I'm supposed to put like a window here. I also didn't even finish the bottom of it. We block it so the water isn't actually flowing right here. We need to block off the water in general for now, because it's just messing everything up. I was going to have a waterfall, but I don't know if I'll go through with that. I think the base looks fine without it. So there we go, I'll block all that. And then I guess if I never mind. I was going to make it blocked off with certain blocks if I remember which blocks to break if I wanted to, but I think I'll remember either way. And I don't really feel like replacing it. Then there's a little bit of vines here still I got to remove. I think I have to jump down on them to be able to even cut them down though. So it's going to take extra time since I'm standing here. Which is still probably faster than building up next to me with like a bunch of dirt and then breaking all the dirt. I would only assume it's faster at least, because I'm not going to try it. Okay, that should be that side finished. We have some right here, but it's not going to grow much, so I'll leave it. And then we have a big floating chunk right there, which I think we'll just have to get from the top. Because if I fell from there, I would die, so I'm not going to try to go there from here. And can we throw some stuff out to get this wheat? I don't have much useless items, but I have just enough to gain like 3 spots, which is enough to gather some wheat with. It looks like not too much has grown, but we can probably stock up in some more wheat. I'm gonna continue eating those glowberries, give ourselves a little bit of a head start. But we would definitely need another farmer if you want like to start gaining wheat, like profit wheat. Because I think we're eating as fast as we're growing it, unfortunately. Which I don't mind too much because we're not breeding cows or anything this video, so we don't really need wheat in general, except to eat it. There's also some vines floating here, but they might look nice, so I'll just leave them. Wouldn't be too hard to remove them. If I did, I'd just have to break the 2 blocks. I didn't notice them till just now, so they must not look bad. Or I feel like I would have noticed. And let me show you guys, I forgot, I didn't show you guys the view too of the base either. I just looked at it myself. Let me go from that little platform that we have. And this is what it is looking like so far. It's kind of from like a weird side angle, but I definitely think it is coming along very nicely. The next thing I'm going to do is attempt to break all these vines, and then also I want to place moss on the roof and then try to plant some like bamboo and make it look like overgrown on the top. I just feel like that makes sense for the cave, so that is still what I'm planning to do. We also have 62 wheat, which I feel like is like the most we've had from the farm. That makes us have 28 bread total, so we're definitely gaining some, but we have been eating a bunch of berries. So it's kind of expected at the same time. And I guess I have 2 moss blocks, so we can't even do the roof idea yet. I need to go get some from... I mean, there's plenty all over the place, so it won't be hard to get any. It's just going to be a little bit of a hike to get up and down again. Is there anything else I can do before, though? I'm sure there's some more maintenance up here I could get done. We have nothing left in the furnace. Do we need sand? We didn't get more sand in that original trip. I mean, yeah, I think we're going to need more. Let's make as many glass panes as we can and then try to fill it in. But there's also that like thing next to me that we need to fill in still. Yeah, a stack and a half is definitely not going to be enough. That might not even be enough for this single window. I'm going to try and place it to see how close we can even get in the first place. So I guess we could go exploring again for a bunch of moss blocks, and then sand would be the 2 focuses. I'll have to empty out my inventory though. Okay, that's the first stack of glass panes, and the second stack will get us close to finishing it, but I think we're going to fall short just a little bit here. Okay, yeah, it looks like we were missing 2 blocks. Okay, I have cleared out my inventory. We have the 28 bread, so I just have to go all the way down now to go ahead and see if we can end up finding some more moss blocks and glass. Okay, I do have wood to make more tools if I need to, because my shovel is getting pretty low. I also could check in the wheat one last time very quickly. It looks like the right farm does have like 7 wheat grown or something like that. Ooh, okay, never mind, a perfect 6, so that means we can craft up 2 more pieces of bread and we'll be at 30. And we have these 18 glowberries if it does get that bad. I might actually just eat those first though still, so we can continue stacking up as much bread as possible to last us the rest of the video. But then yeah, this left side is where I want to try next, because I have not really been over here as I previously said. I also want to make a hoe so we can break the moss a little bit quicker. That should make it go faster in general, so we don't have to be searching for stuff as long. I'm gonna start by... Maybe that's too close, actually. Let's start mining, like, maybe here is far enough away, though. And there's some more down here, which is a better spot to mine. Last time we found most of our sand, like, inside of, like, one of these clay things. So I'm hoping to find something like that again, so we don't have to find, like, an entire biome of sand. If I see iron, I can also be trying to get that. I think the goal will try to be get maybe... I don't know how much moss we'll need for the roof, honestly, but I assume, like, 6 stacks will be hopefully more than enough. So that's kind of my goal for the moss, at least. For the glass, I think 2 or 3 stacks is good enough for now. I'm not sure if we want to be more from that, but... Can you melt red sand into glass? I mean, I assume you can. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to, so maybe we can just get that. And before I mine a bunch of it, I should probably test if that is true. So let's get 8 cobblestone for a furnace really quick. Then I can just place it right here. It does start melting, so... Unless it turns into, like, clay or something, we can continue mining it, because I assume it's going to be the glass. Then we'll just need like 3 stacks of this. Okay, yes, and it is the glass, confirmed. Let's throw out the furnace then. Actually, whatever, we'll keep the furnace because we can hold it for now. If I need to throw something out, the furnace will be the first thing going. Well, I did get back from my base and I mined up these 2 trees, so I'm going to wait like 1 second for them to decay a little bit, and then we can go up and use all of this moss and melt some of this sand so we can have some more glass as well. Okay, now I've just got to make my way up to my base. I replanted those saplings. I didn't wait for every leaf to fall, but I waited for like most of them. So I think I got the majority of the saplings that I need. And I also have like 40 saplings in my chest. So even if I didn't get them, it wouldn't have mattered. Let me place 2 more cauldrons in this room so we can kind of finish it a little bit more. Then if you want to go upstairs, just so we can continue of just finishing things that we probably should have finished a while ago. Let's get some stairs and do the backside of this staircase. Alright, I think that is good as well. And this can all be stone brick if we get time, so I can mine some of that out right now. But that is a lot to mine for something we can't even see, so let's wait a second on that if we can. I will replace it though if we have time, because we need to do this wall still. I would say that's a bigger deal. Let me first go start melting my sand in the furnace, because we were basically out of glass, I think. Oh yeah, we used up the rest of it, so we're building that window. And can we have some furnaces with 8 coal each? Alright, well we have 3 8 coal each furnaces here, so if we use those for melting the sand, we can melt 3 stacks. And then let me get to the roof using my ladder. Hopefully this thing still works. And then we can place all this moss in just on this main side for now, and then I can plant the bamboo and see if that's something we want to continue or if we should go for a different look. I think this is going to be good though. Hopefully you can plant bamboo on it. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. I think it'd be weird if you needed specifically dirt, to be honest. And where is my bamboo? There we go. We have a stack in here. That's going to be more than enough. At least start planting some of the base bamboo. And we can plant it. Okay, good. I wonder how we should do it. Like, I think in roast could be nice. So, like, we could technically harvest it if we needed it. I don't think I'm going to be harvesting bamboo in this video, but having the option, I think, makes this roof make more sense in the first place. Because then it's not just for looks, it's also to actually gather bamboo with. Alright, yeah, I think that will be good. And I don't see any mobs up here, so I would assume we lit that up well enough. Then we can fill this in, but let's go see what the base looks like first. Yeah, well, I think it's coming along pretty nice. One thing I remembered is we have to remove these vines right here, so I might as well just get that over with, because I've been meaning to do it for a while now. And soon enough we can brick this whole leaf bridge, I bet too. We don't need it for that much longer. And there's some wheat. I mean, if we can get on the way up, I think we should. I don't know if it's going to be too much. I mean, this wheat farm season to only have like 14 wheat or something grown, 11 maybe. 13 in my inventory. Okay, I don't know if we had one though. And this one we go from 13 to... Okay, 29, not bad. Still pretty low on food. Well, never mind, we're getting up there. 32. 32 is gonna last us a good majority of the rest of the video, I would think. And how much stone do I have? I should probably check that as well. Because there's a lot of places that need to be filled in with stone brick still. So do we need to get cobblestone specifically? Oh, I think we actually do. Oh, right, no, we just need it melted more so. There's just a bunch sitting in here. If we're gonna have 4 stacks in these upper furnaces, the only thing is I don't know if we have enough coal to do that. That melted like a stack of coal. Oh yeah, we have 52 charcoal, yeah. And that'll be more than enough for each of these. We just split that into 4 stacks. That's 13 each. And now we'll get 4 more stacks of that, so that's good. We can collect some of our glass too and make that into panes. Then I can go ahead and go place that in the window. We were missing 2 here. And then this window will also go ahead and be glass. Let me just get that done with before we fix the vines over there. And I might as well place in the rest of this moss, because the roof may not look perfect, but I think it's going to be a good enough design for this base, to be honest. And we definitely have more than enough to finish it, so I might as well. And then we'll just have the walls, which we need the stone for. So I should definitely go check on that and maybe even start melting some more. And I don't know, we might have some stone in the chest too. Like, do we really have 0? I would believe it, but at the same time, I don't know why I wouldn't have started melting it. There's probably a reason I'm forgetting. Let me put away my moss in this chest. We'll keep like 1 stack for like scaffolding in case we need it somewhere. Then, oh yeah, the rest of bamboo we can probably plant into. Or we could plant some flowers. That might look nicer. Let's do that. We can hang some glowberries. Let's keep those on us. And then, you know, check for stone. Alright, well, we have a little bit over a stack. Then I say we stop melting a little bit of the glass, because I think we're like done with it already. If we do need more, then we can start melting it once again. But let's combine all the coal into, I guess, 1 furnace, because that's charcoal, whatever. And then we came out 5 stacks starting now of all this stone. We can get the some that has already melted too. So we have 2 stacks. That'll make 4 stacks? No, 2 stacks of stone brick, okay. And before we place it, I'm going to do the vines like I originally came up here to do. And I'll plant some flowers, because once we go down, we can't really get back up as easily. So we should plant in all of our stuff to see what it looks like. And then once we're down there, we can check more easily. Let me place a bunch of random bamboo on this one. That looks good to me. And then some berries. Yeah, again, I think that probably looks pretty fine. And then 1 more layer of bamboo on this farm. And where exactly do I have to go down here? Okay, right here. I can start breaking this block, and then these 2. We just kind of shove ourselves in this hole. Okay, I almost just fell and killed myself. Let me place a water bucket somewhere, so if we do fall, it's not even a big deal, and we won't die. I need to get these two, which is tricky because you can barely see the edge of the block. But I can just about reach both of them from this angle. Then, is that it? It might be. There's like 2 more blocks. Can we reach them from here? There's one of them, and there is the second, if we can stay in the same spot. Oh no, there's multiple we have to break, okay. Then this should actually be the last one. Let's go down on our platform and look now if that looks a little bit better in terms of the roofs and the vines that we just removed. Yeah, I mean, you can't really see it from here, but I'm sure from far away, it makes it look a little bit cooler. There's still some vines right there we could probably get rid of, but I'll have to go up and down again. And I think what I want to work on now is probably going to be this window right here. So we can just finally finish like the main outsides of the base. And this window is definitely included in that. I've not really had the time to work on it though. So right here would be one of the spots. We just have to stack up 2 blocks. And then once we do that, I believe we can just go straight over, yeah. Gotta break up the moss as I go too. And then for this side, we need to do basically the same thing. So let's just go here and stack up like a couple blocks. Yeah, it looks like it starts right here, and then we need one right here, and then we'd break the rest. Okay, I kind of got that wrong, but there we go, I fixed it. And then if we pick as much moss as we can actually stack up in here. Then now that we're inside, we can finish this pillar on this side. And that should be the frame of this den. And while we're also here, we could start mining this back a couple blocks. And then we can find it from the inside and connect all of it up, of course. And do we have stone brick? We do. We could start using that on the sides where we need to have the cobblestone. And let me place like 2 grass here, maybe some moss, honestly. Yeah, we could just replace those 2 blocks with moss. I don't think that's gonna make it look weird, but if it does, I could always replace it. We could make a little patch of moss here too, because the dirt just doesn't grow in. So if we just have these blocks replaced, it could honestly even make sense. I'll try that for now. Oh, there's a waterfall right there. I forgot about that. Let me block that off again with the moss block, because I don't really want that at the moment, and I don't know if I ever will. The waterfall might be officially removed. Alright, my shovel did break, but I have more than enough diamonds to make a new one. I'm just trying to fill in the roof of this building and make a bit of like the outline of the inside of this, which is something that just takes a while, so it's nice to get it out of the way as soon as possible. Still have to mine this down a bunch, and I also forgot that the floor should be wood, but I barely placed the floor, so that's not going to be a very difficult fix. Alright, well, another good thing about mining outside is we got a lot of extra cobblestone. I think our inventory is full. I guess I could throw out some dirt to pick up some extra cobble. I don't know how to get back to my base. I think we just have to kind of wait. I could dig a tunnel, but I would rather make like one that actually leads like straight here, so I don't have to mine like 2 different things and fill one in. So we're just gonna jump down, and then I did save the coordinates so we can just mine over there at some point soon. We have a lot of food and the wheat is growing. I'm probably wait a little bit to harvest it just because we do have like 27 bread, and I would rather probably get this cobblestone put away and check on my furnaces to see if we could melt some more. And we have like almost, it seems like, yeah, 48 or 49 all these furnaces. Another stack here. So if we craft all of that into stone bricks, that's about 4 stacks. And do we have enough coal to melt more? It doesn't seem like not in all the furnaces we don't, but we could use these 2 bottom ones and start melting 2 more stacks right now. And then with all that stone brick, oh, actually, yeah, the window too. We need to make a tunnel over there. I'm gonna wait a second, I think. But with this stone brick, I'm gonna try and finish all of the walls to the base just for we can finally be done with that part of it. And then we can go in and add decorations where it's needed, or where I can think of something to add in the first place. I think this little roof is done though. The side, we're just gonna do like a no depth, like stone brick side right here. It would look better if I threw it out 1 block, so I might see if I can get away with that, honestly. Just the extra depth and it not being right next to the window, I think is gonna make a difference to the point where it's worth it to try and see if it's possible, and it won't look like really bad or anything. Because this is the other side of the base, so it's not like you can't really see too much of it anyway. Then we would need 1 more layer of the floor at this block, and then we could start building up from here on this level. All right. So this one we would fill in too. Might as well bring this back 1 more block if I can, I guess. Why not? But then again, if we do it here, it will line up with this wall. It might look better on the bottom. So let's just actually do it. I'll just bring it to the same level as this one. Then we have a little bit of a doorway right here again. All these walls also need to get built up to the top, which is something I've not done yet. But hopefully we can get most of them done. I just don't know if we have enough blocks. Yeah, I have only a single stack left by this point already. But honestly, I'm getting some really good progress on the bottom walls here. And then this can be 3 blocks too. Guess for now we can just place it like this for there's not a hole. I want this one to be 3 wide. Then we can continue the tunnel. There's some bamboo we've got to break, of course. But something like that is going to be what I'm going for. With only 9 to spare, it does look like we got to finish this in time. And we probably want the ceiling to be up 1 more block so we're not hitting our head. Something like that, okay then. Oh, wrong block again. Oh yeah, I think there's more than enough room. And we have 1 more stone brick, so I'll place it here or something. But that was like 4 stacks of cobblestone melted up, which took a little bit to melt, so we're definitely pretty behind in the stone department. I'll check my furnaces in 1 second, but I'm going to go ahead and mine through the wall right here. And I will start by making a 2x2 doorway that we can leave from. And then we can make like stairs, so why don't we do that? And just have a little bit of a more fancy doorway. Just something like this I think would look fine. Alright, yeah, I like that. That's okay. Alright, so basically like this block next to me, I blocked this up with a cobblestone because I mined too far by accident, but I think this should be where we have to mine this way to meet the other part. That is it, okay. So we have another doorway right here then. Let's mine this all the way to the end. I'll probably just completely finish mining this doorway because it will also give us cobblestone. And it's just something that needs to be done at some point, so I feel like I might as well just get out of the way right now. This block can be where the stairs are at. That gives more than enough room for this head block as well. And then this is where it will become too wide if we just take this all the way back towards the base. I'll do the floor, but I'll probably not do the walls just because, like I said, I don't really know where the walls are going to end. So I think doing the floor is going to be more than okay for now. And can we add in some torches? We don't want monsters spawning in this place. That would be bad. Okay, yeah, that looks fine to me. And do we have... No, we don't have stone brick. We can't finish that part. We need to go collect our stone brick still. I don't even know. I kind of forget how much wood I have in my inventory. Do we have enough to finish this thing? Okay, I do. We actually have a good amount of wood. We have an entire stack of logs left, which would be over 4 stacks, counting the 2 that we have. Or I should say not counting the 2 that we have. Then let's refill these 2 furnaces. It looks like I have a stack of melted in each. We can also start 2 more furnaces above us. I guess just 1 because we only have 1 stack of cobblestone right now. And we have 1 stack of stone brick, which is pretty underwhelming. But it will make some progress nonetheless. I think I'm going to place in some stone brick here just to get it over with too, because I mean, I don't want to leave the base open even if it's not visible. I want to finish it to the best of my ability. So if we just use that entire stack of stone we just waited for, we can probably get some very good progress on this wall. And it looks like I may have even finished it. Just about. We have a little bit left on this side. And now that I think about it too, I wanted to go up there to light that up. And did I have vines? I think I had another patch of vines we wanted to remove. So let me go up and look at that after I place some torches there to make sure there's no monster spawning on top of my staircase. Yeah, we could definitely use some here. And behind the base too, honestly. We just place a bunch of random torches in this like bamboo jungle area. I think that'd be definitely worth it. There's already like no places they can spawn because it's covered in bamboo, but we're removing the already few spawns. And I just collected all the stone again. We only have 27. So I think we have to go overboard in melting this stuff. We definitely needed to get this faster. So the easy way to do that would be to get more charcoal so we can melt it in more furnaces. So let's melt a stack of charcoal again. And let's refill all the furnaces with the max amount of cobblestone they can hold. And I'll keep all my extra stone in here for now too while we do a couple other things. Again, where was that vine? Did I want to remove these? I don't actually remember. Yeah, this was it. And we can always replace them if we want to, but let me jump on these and remove them for now. I also want to get to decorating the inside of the base because it looks very plain at the moment. It's just a bunch of stone brick. So I had one idea of something I could do, but I wanted sugarcane, which I think I do have. I'll have to look, but I also have to break these vines first, which is a moderately timely process. And I might as well collect my wheat first too, why not? Because I waited last time to do it. That did give me 49 wheat in total. But the thing I wanted to build was... Honestly, I think it'd be nice if we have like a sugarcane farm down in here. It just opens up in the wall and then we have like some sugarcane or something. I don't know. That's my idea. So let's try dig a little bit of a hole that goes pretty far this way, hopefully. I don't know how wide I want this, but I would maybe like 9 or 7 blocks. I don't know how wide this is in the first place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seems like we can have 10 to there. Unless we just do 8. I mean, we could do an even number to have some more space. Or we could go for 9. Let's go for 9. The only downside is that it's going to be right next to the stairs here, but we could honestly replace this with just a full block or two. And then we could also make some more fence and then put those on this like it's like a railing and we're looking off. I think that kind of makes up for it. I can also make some stairs to place on the top of these, add in some extra depth. And because 4 wide of a gap is probably too big, just need one more stair to finish that off. And then as for the back area, we're obviously going to need the water, which could probably go on this block. So then this block would be sand. So if we block in a spot for the water to sit, then we could start by planting 1 water block there, and then we need to go get 1 more, which I will do in 1 second. But first I'm going to grab the sand so we can go put it down there. I think it was 9 blocks, right? So let's get 9. Then let's grab the sugarcane we have, which is, okay, 0. Does sugarcane not spawn in this world? I think it does have just, yeah, okay, there's literally some over there. Well, I guess we need to get water and sugarcane then. And then I can just place, oh, you know what, actually, for the back of the wall, what if we just add in some spruce? Because it'll be behind the sugarcane, but it'll also kind of change up it from being like all gray, which is what I'm doing this for, to be completely honest, because it's just way too gray in here. So that will also help it. And then I am definitely ready now to go get the sugarcane water, so let me do that. Hopefully it's not too difficult. I also don't really have a good way to leave my base. I guess the easiest way is to go down the staircase, then jump off the cliff. Oh yeah, we can get down from our waterway still as well, so... Oh, we might have our sugarcane in here. I feel like I took all the farming supplies. Okay, I did. It's okay, we still need the water, like I said, so we're not really going that far out of the way to get it. I jump on that block. Alright, maybe not the best idea, but I did survive. And there's the water, and here is some sugarcane. I thought that was a village, but it's just mine shafts. That's alright. I think stuff... I heard structure spawns, like the structures spawn near the very top. But I don't really want to go to the very top, and I don't know if a structure would help me much anyway. I think we could also like pearl through the ceiling to get like a bunch of structures. But again, I'm not very interested in doing that. I'm fine with all the loot I've gotten. It's been more than enough stuff to build a cool base, so... And then we just can't misplace this water, or I'd have to go all the way back down. Okay, I did not. And there we go. The full water is placed. We can place in the spruce planks. And then finally we can place on the sugarcane. We have enough to do 1 on the bottom of each of these. Then we can just let it grow and we can get more. Then as for the rest of the house, I don't know what I'm going to do just yet, but I'm going to start figuring that out now. Oh, and up here I could actually extend these pillars up 1 more block, and that would give, I think, it a better look. And then the stone can be in the middle still. And we could actually go a step further too and stack up a bit. And replace those with some stone stairs, like upside down stone stairs. Just add in more depth where we can. And I probably have to go to the bottom to be able to place all these, honestly. Then we can go on F5. Yeah, that probably does look better. It's a really small detail in the first place, but let me see if my stuff has finished melting. Okay, we have more charcoal. We have a good amount of more cobblestone. Then we can put some more in there probably too. Let's just build with these stone to see how much more we kind of need as well. I think the place we need to start is at, yeah, this staircase was what we had to finish. And then the other part of the base inside this staircase too, where there was a lot of random stuff we had to fill in. I might actually just leave this open because whatever, why not? I need to break these blocks. A lot of breaking to do, so I'm gonna get to it. Oh yeah, and this full staircase, I only broke a little bit of it, but we can fill that. Then where is this gonna be? Okay, those are where the blocks are for the head. And then we can kind of just bring it like right here, I would think, and connect it with normal stone stairs. I think that looks fine, yeah. Doesn't look perfect, but we could probably also put some stairs here to kind of shorten the gap too. I think that does make it look better as well. Then we can just lay like a lantern here for some extra lighting. We could probably put a lighting at the very bottom of this corner too, just to make sure nothing spawns. Nothing has spawned in here, but I would assume it's definitely possible because there's not really lighting. I mean, on this stairs, that's definitely clear, but the blocks in there, those weren't lit up, so... Okay, I did finish one of the walls on this staircase, so I can go ahead and start the second one now. I'm just gonna start from the base of the staircase. Maybe I'll start from the coal, actually, because then we could steal some more coal, which is always a good thing. Okay, that is filled in so far. We can make some more stone brick and finish it. And that is both the walls filled in. Maybe unnecessary, who knows? But at least it is done. We could do this one too, but I think I will pass. I'll probably just fill it in the wall right here because I think it's probably big enough and stuff so far. Let's add in a spruce door right here instead too, to kind of mix it up. Since we've been having too much gray around here. Then we can just have like some doors and some trap doors to kind of close this off. Let me just do it right now so I can get out the way. So 2 trap doors on the top, 2 trap doors on the side. And then we can have a doorway too if we just make some doors. We can have 2 of them right here and here. And then if we open them, we can go ahead and just go straight through. Maybe we should have put it against this main block, because it kind of looks weird for it to be indented a block if it's already like has extra depth, but whatever, I think it's fine still. This whole wall has to be turned into stone brick too. I'm probably gonna jump up so I can mine it easier though, if I get up here first. Oh no, I ran out of blocks. I kind of forgot we didn't have enough stone to finish this, but I guess when I come back I will be able to finish it. And can we make a spot for like some cauldrons maybe? I guess we can really only have one in the corner, or there would be way too many. So let's just place a torch, or I guess a lantern since that's all I have. So do we have any coal? Not really. And we don't really have any stone either. I could combine the furnaces. There we go. We have like 3 with more than enough coal to melt these 3 stacks for now. We could actually melt 4 stacks if we use this furnace too, so let's do that. Let's put my 1 wheat away and my coal in this chest. Or we could probably just stack the extra charcoal just so we know where it is. Then these 3 furnaces are completely empty. Alright, that's good to know. As for the basement, do we have enough stone to finish that? 20. I don't know if that's enough to be honest, but if we still have a couple more pieces it will be. So we go from 20 to 28. I'm pretty positive that'll be enough. And then can we also get some leaves for the cauldrons? And then we could also get the cauldrons in the first place. I don't know if we're getting any more iron, because I don't know how many cauldrons I've placed already. We might still need those 2 in that main room. I don't know if I ever put those down. Maybe I'll check that first to see if I did it. And okay, we did. That's good. Then the one right here, we just need to place the leaf over it. Like that. 4 stone brick on the corner. 2 leaves that go up. We can actually use these to stack up too to get up here in the first place. Then we just place in the rest of this wall. Oh yeah, we could also probably use the fact that we're up here to place like 2 lanterns on the corners. Just to try to keep everything lit up. They are pretty high, but I'm assuming they're going to reach some of this stuff and light it up too. But I don't know, we might have to place more or something. I wonder if there's like any more depth or anything I can add in there. I don't know. Because it is really bare. I wonder if we had like shelves or something that could make sense. I think to do that we would want some stairs. And then some trapdoors. 24 of those are good. Probably place like 1 here. Then you can go all the way across. And I would say like probably 2 more blocks up and then that might be good for the idea. Yeah, that leaves more than enough room, I'd say. And then on these shelves, we could probably just have like barrels. My original thought, but I don't know if that'll look good, so let's try it. 12 barrels might be enough to place all these in. I'll have to see. I'll just kind of randomly start placing them. Oh, campfires too. If we get some of our torches over here, we can make some of those. There we go. If it doesn't look good though, of course I can remove it, but I think we need to add like something in here so it's not just a blank wall above a leaf. It just wouldn't look as good as it could. But that's all I can think of for this room for now. And I'm assuming it's gonna look better if we just artificially grow these sugarcane higher. Like if we just have them 4 blocks instead of the 3. I think it would have, I mean, just more green and stuff. Let's just take up more of the wall. So I just need to do the stairs 1 block higher in order to accomplish that. And then we need to go up here and place in the 9 spruce. And I'll just continue waiting for the sugarcane to grow. We need to get some extra so we can place the 9 top blocks. It doesn't grow to 4 high by default, so we'll have to place that in after the fact. But again, I don't think that'll be very difficult at all. And why don't we place a little thing in this corner? Why not? Just to continue adding in more cauldrons and stuff where we can. We can also place a torch in this pit right here to kind of hide more lighting. And then we just got to place that spruce back, okay? It looks good to me. We can also move this and this torch. If we just make another lantern, we could kind of just have a lantern on this block. And I think we could get away with having that as the torch in this area. If it goes on there, there we go. And I think that looks nice, yeah. Maybe actually for the part all the way over here, though, we could have a little bit of like a leaf bed or something. I don't know. We really need to fill some of this space in. This part is just so big. Oh, wait. If we place the ones in the front, though, you won't be able to see the leaves. That won't make any sense. But we could just have 2 on the side to kind of symbolize we're holding them in. And then that could also let you see through easier into this corner and whatever we end up building. I wonder if we should have like a pillar right here or if we should have a cauldron. Probably a pillar because I've been using a lot of cauldrons. But then what would we put in this middle? 6 blocks wide. I guess we got like another pole right here and then there's a 5 block gap. I'm not sure what that will look like though. Honestly, I think we could just have more of the shelf things here if they're going to connect to both of the sides anyway. So like here and here maybe would be good spots for them. Yeah. Then, of course, I will need to get some more stone brick to finish that side, but I think I will go through that plan. We just want to get the campfires to be able to add more decorations than just the barrels. So if I can craft some of those, we would just need some coal, which I hope we have enough of. There's like 16 we could steal. There's more stone ready for us as well, but as time goes on, we're needing less and less stone, which is definitely a good thing. Mining it takes a while. Let me put away my extra stone. We can just keep one stack of stone brick for when we need to fix stuff. And then the campfires is still my priority, so let's see how many out of those I can make. I want to make more than 16 though, so can we melt some more charcoal? If we combine some of this cobblestone, we could use one of them for charcoal again. But let's take 16 so we can should be able to make 32 campfires. Okay, we can only make 7. It looks like the thing we're short on, that's the word I was looking for, is the sticks. So there we go, I can craft some more, 9 more. Okay, now we're short on the logs. I think it's actually time to go mine my trees again probably, because we just ran out of wood. But it lasted me a very long while. So let me place these in and then I can go get some more. I should probably just empty my inventory just a little bit if we're going all the way down there, so we have some room to pick up the wood. I think something like that is going to be good enough for now. And my stairs and my trapdoors, we don't need those at the moment. I did place a couple campfires in that previous area before I came here, and it did end up looking really good. Also, it looks like the vines are griefing my trees now, so I'm going to have to get up there and break them somehow. I don't really know the best way to do that. I would assume if we go to the top of this tree, then go over there and break them from the top. That would be the easiest, but I guess we're just going to have to figure it out from here. So I think there's a zombie walking towards me, so let me block off the tree. Okay, yeah, he was trying to walk up here. But that dirt will stop him. Oh, I can just kind of go over here. I don't even need to shear from the top, but I can just place blocks under it, and then it, like, stops the things from growing. And these are so high up to the point where the dirt isn't going to affect my stuff growing either, so that should be fine. I think there's a couple more on this side, so hopefully 20 dirt will be enough to stack over there. I think mainly just... I mean, honestly, a lot of these could end up being a problem, though, so yeah, we need to break a couple. I would say this one, this one, this one, and these two. I would probably be inclined to block off this one as well, and these, because why not? The other one over there is probably fine. And then this one. We need like one more dirt if I can get that one there. We jump over here. And those two. That should be fine. Ooh, this one too, actually. Let me use like a piece or two of stone. And there we go. We should be fine now. As for the stuff growing, I just broke it too by accident, but it's okay. If I jump down again, should be able to get down pretty safely. Then our tree should be able to grow perfectly fine. And now I just gotta chop this one down normally now. And eat a piece of bread. But yeah, now that the vines are gone, my other tree just instantly grew by the time I got down here. So I'll get that while it's over there too. And we wait for those leaves to decay. There's not many leaves, so it shouldn't take too long. I think this tree actually has a little bit more than the other one next to me. Okay, I also just put walls on this block because I don't know if I want to add anything here, but I also feel like it might like add in some depth. I don't know. I also think maybe I could possibly add 2 cauldrons at the bottom of this. Just yet again to add in some more depth. And this is a nice spot to hide some lighting, I feel. So if I place those, I do actually need to get some leaves first though, so let me go ahead and go grab those so I can place them on top and to block the actual torches. Alright, so I did curve the top of these buildings, and I did some other stuff that I honestly kind of forget. I don't really remember what else I did. I was also AFK so we can go harvest all of our crops. Oh my gosh, the skeleton might shoot me off. Alright, I'm good. I also just realized that this very front plant is not growing because there's not enough light. How interesting. We can bone meal though, so it looks like it is growing. And then we can break all of these and wait for them to regrow as well. Just gotta get all the seeds put down once more. And then that should be more than enough food to finish out this video with. I'm almost done, I think. But I just need to build and polish up a couple more things inside the base before I'm ready to call it over. I don't know what else we could make. I mean, it's a tough choice. I guess we got like a nether portal inside the base even though we didn't go to the nether. But should we have a nether portal visible if we didn't even go there? Maybe not. I'm just thinking of other things that could give like a nice little visual effect and like an interior to the house. I guess interiors you don't have to use them. That's kind of the point. I think that's why I don't like doing interiors in my videos, because I feel like I need to only build stuff that I use and not just stuff for show. But in reality, you should build stuff just for show because that's how you make an interior that looks good. Many things in Minecraft you would build in an interior can't even use. A lot of it is just fake. So maybe I should build a portal. It'll be loud, so I guess it makes most sense to build at the very ending as well. Do we even have a spot for that though? Or have I basically got space for everything? Alright, right here could do something. And I guess that's it. Just these 2 walls right here. I don't know what we're gonna do to them. You know, I kind of just thought like, what if we have like I don't know, like 3 armor stands right here in the middle to kind of take up some of this space. Would that look cool at all? We could also have some more stairs going off the top. And then with like a lantern at the top or something, like to light them up a bit. I don't know. I think that could look cool, but maybe I'm tripping. We need some more iron to do that because we want to have probably like every type of armor stand. So I need more diamonds too. Okay, let's just assume we're going to be able to finish that for now. Do we just build more like shelves on this layer then? Shelves above shelves though, I don't know about that. I mean, I guess if we want to do the nether portal, something like this would be okay for it, I think. So like this, and then it can be on all the blocks behind it. And this would be obsidian. The blocks behind it would be obsidian. Alright, that looks fine to me, I think. And I'm not sure what else. Like, hopefully that'll just be fine there. I'll leave it like that. I mean, just an extra nether portal maybe. And then, I don't know, I guess we could actually have like some shelves here, right? With some campfires on them. And something along the lines of that, right? I mean, that looks okay. Just to add something more in there. If we need to get ores then, we need to get, what else was it? Yeah, we need, oh yeah, smooth stone to make the armor stands too. Could we make that really quickly? We need iron, diamonds, and like gold. That's what I'm gonna try and do. Iron, diamonds, gold, obsidian. That's what it was. We need obsidian as well if we want to make that. Let's make a new diamond pick because mine is about to break. I don't think I got obsidian in this video, but hopefully I'm not forgetting. No, I would have remembered it in my chest. Oh yeah, right here too, the sugarcane farm. We can fix that because we have sugarcane in our chest to replant on that 4th row. So that can also be done, which is exciting. And then can I get to the bottom? I'm just gonna jump off one of these things, I think. Like right here. We can actually let ourselves down in this little water elevator. Is the Enderman mad at me? I think I looked at him by accident, so we probably want to get some hits in. Okay, Enderman, you need to stop it right now. We have a limited amount of time until it teleports to us. Tries to kill us. The video is not going to end to an Enderman though, I promise. I guess it teleported somewhere and died because I don't see it. This is just waiting to teleport behind us, which would really be not cool. There's like a mesa biome over here, which actually has more gold by default, so that would be a good place to start for the gold section of the armor. I'm sure we'll probably have a good chance of finding everything else over there too. I also just got a bunch of melons if we want to use those. I don't think we will, but now if I do, we have them. I guess we can make copper armor as the first armor too. We don't need to use gold because that's in this version. It should be. Oh yeah, because I've seen a bunch of skeletons wearing it. So then we only need 24 copper. That's going to be easy. Let's just do that instead. I feel like it makes more sense to be next to the iron armor anyway. Then can we get the iron? Hopefully the armor stands load in actually like the entity distance. Also the Enderman just came back and tried to kill me. That is not good. But I placed some water. Can I eat this for restore regenerating? Okay, good. And that should be good to just finish him off. There we go. And then I can continue trying to get my iron that was in the ceiling. Enderman interrupted me though. I don't even know how much iron we need. The more, the merrier though. That's the same would apply here. We never really have too much. But we also don't want to stay here getting it forever. And then as for diamonds, you probably only need like 10 more because we don't really need more tools in this video. And I could even pin my old armor on there too because it's lower durability. But my armor's going to last the rest of the video, I think. So that would also probably be unnecessary. There's a bunch of skeletons nearby, but I also see some iron. So I'm tempted to... Okay, never mind. I'm not tempted anymore. Oh, there's an ancient city type of thing. I was trying to let my water down and jump down there, but... Will the warden spawn on me? Alright, I'm letting my water down. Twice. Alright. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who's even shooting me? Did they follow me down? Dude, what is wrong with these skeletons and zombies? Why did they do that? That is actually crazy. Hey, we probably shouldn't go all the way down there, because that does actually seem like we would just die. You know, the closer I get. I think that's a terrible idea. But hopefully, since we're down further, we can find more diamonds. I see some iron. We just need iron and diamonds right now, because we have the copper. Diamonds have been really easy to find, so I'm not expecting that to be what keeps us down here even longer. And I'm more hungry for some food. 14 iron, we have 3 on us. Not too bad. We're still looking for some diamonds though. There's multiple veins of iron above me. I'm gonna go ahead and get that. And we can stack up with some wood. How much will that give us total? Alright, 19. Definitely not doing terrible. And you know what? I'm just going to the ancient city. I'm not gonna wait around for diamonds. Let's just jump in there. If a warden spawns and I die, then it happens. What can you really do about it? Maybe I shouldn't go here. Well, we got an achievement. I gotta be quiet. If one of the shriek sensors go off, I'm just leaving, by the way. But look at all those diamonds. How can I refuse that? I mean, how many are we at? 27! That got us up past the amount we even need. Like, we could technically go back home right now, but I wouldn't mind getting some more. I don't hear the siren yet, so we can run around freely. When we hear the siren, that's when we need to panic, because that means we like have 1 strike of 3. And when you get 3 strikes, the warden will spawn on you. That's as far as I know how they work. Yeah, no more diamond right here. We have 28 though, so like I said, we do have enough. Do have enough iron too, just barely. Another diamond over here, I'll take that. Kind of confused why the sensors are going off though, like... Yeah, I mean, I just placed blocks next to it and nothing happens. I don't know, maybe we shouldn't push our luck. We're just gonna leave. And there's another diamond up here. And is that iron? No, those are just glow lichen, just blocking stuff in the first place. Whoa, creeper, I was literally nowhere near you. Why are you trying to explode? Okay, well, I have teleported through time a little bit. I'm back at my base. Just was on the roof and I fell down a little bit, but I'm okay. And we're crafting and melting some stuff. How do you make an armor stand? I should probably just use the crafting, automatic crafting thing. Okay, I was so close. I feel like I did that, but whatever. We need to make 3 of those. So actually, we need a lot more sticks. That is the one thing we're missing, which is a good thing to be missing because sticks are pretty easy to make. 6 armor stands for me. And can we go ahead and place these in 1 by 1, just like that? That's pretty perfect. We can make some diamond armor. And then we gotta wait for the other stuff to melt, but we can place in the diamond armor to start. Oh, no, we put on the chest plate by accident. I don't want to do that. I want to keep them separated. Okay, perfect. That's the first one done. You know what I forgot to do, too? I forgot to get obsidian. So, oops, we're gonna have to go do that then, I guess. Also, I don't know if I'm tripping, but I feel like it would almost kind of look cool if we have... And I lost this spruce block, okay. I feel like it would almost look cool if we have, like... If I can just make it. Like 2 moss blocks in these sides, and then we block them in with these, and then we place in flowers to kind of complement the sides of these armors. I don't know, just an idea, but I do think it probably makes it look cooler in the grand scheme of things. And then I believe I'm ready. Oh no, I threw a bunch of stuff out and I just picked it all up. Okay, well, I did throw a bunch of stuff out a second ago there. Some by accident, some on purpose, and I did pick it up, so I picked up some of it again, I guess. I don't know. That was on purpose. I think I threw out some of my bread on mistake too. Who knows how that happened? Can we get the rest of these supplies that we need? Let's make iron armor. We need the pants. We need the helmet, the boots, and then we're just kind of waiting on a chest plate. Iron will go in the middle. There we go. And a little bit of a skip through time because the video does need to end and I need to go to sleep. I was trying to finish it before bed, so I kind of just saved us some time and some commentary, and I went and got the obsidian. And of course, all of our stuff finished melting too, so we can place that on. And that is what the armor stand area right here looks like. But yeah, I think it actually looks really cool with the roses as well. I'm kind of glad I did that. We have the campfire area. We can light the portal if we get a flint and steel. And the base should be officially done now. So a little bit of a base tour. We have the shelves right here, which hold nothing, honestly. We can place some glass in some of them, so they technically have something in them. We have this little, like, leaf seat blocked in with these. It's more of like a decoration. I don't know what I was going for, but I don't think it ended up looking like terrible or anything, so I don't really mind. You know what probably would have looked better is if we used those flowering azaleas here with the signs. That probably would have looked more uniform, but I digress if that's the correct term. Let's go grab some sugarcane too so we can finish that sugarcane down there, but I will continue showing off the base. We have the armor stands. We have the nether portal, which we did not even enter in this video, which is funny. The chests, which of course you need your chest room. And then if we go all the way over here, down a couple sets of stairs, that is it for the downstairs. And like I said, you know, we got to plant this in, of course. That leads to our water fountain up. But if we go down the stairs, we can go into this room, which actually needs a door still, so it's good that I checked. If I place a door in here, then it's officially done. And a lot of the wheat, maybe we'll bone meal some of it so it looks better too. The wheat farm was a big part of this video. It was super helpful in keeping us satiated. Without it, we probably would have starved, honestly. So it was very necessary. I can get the rest of my bones and I'll just wait for this to grow for the thumbnail, of course, which like I always do. But yeah, here's the non-grown wheat farm. We have the leaf bridge that we actually didn't break. I guess we could finally break that up, but overall, I think this is a pretty nice base. Leave your comments on what you think. If you have any other future video ideas too, of course, you guys can put them in the comments. I'm always looking for new ideas, and I'm kind of on a spree of trying to do like unique ideas that I haven't really seen much before. This one isn't obviously like unique or anything. It's a cave only world, but I kind of wanted to try it again because I couldn't think of an idea. My last video was pretty unique, and at the time of recording this, it's going to be uploaded in 1 hour and 15 minutes, so I'm hoping that does well. I tried something new. It's a mushroom island, 100 days. I've never really done anything like that, so I had a friend suggest it to me. I'm feeling good about it, but maybe I'll have like 1,000 views, who knows. So can we... Oh wow, this is definitely a place to be in. Like, what a situation. Let's jump into the water though, and I should be able to float down to a safe spot. I mean, yeah, I'll see everybody in the next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Like the video. I don't know, share with a friend. Goodbye. I almost just died. Let me go to the bottom.